count me in. Because there's two different versions.
Here it is at last.
Down. 1989, the number. Another summer. Sounds of the funky drummer. We out here doing a podcast. And I'm not a lyricist, so let's start that shit.
I was gonna go. I was like, okay, yep, we are a podcast.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Welcome to Lights, Camera, Cocktails.
Cocktails.
We did a little feng shui thing. We changed it up. We got our boombox in the background
We do.
for this very special podcast.
and so you want to see how fabulous we look? Go check us out on YouTube.
Hell yeah. We're set in the streets of New York. I got my New York shirt because that's really all I have that goes with this movie.
I wore a white little crop top in honor of Rosie Perez's Tina.
There you go.
Some dark lipstick, curly, fiery hair. You know, I'm ready.
I'm not going to say she's showing off the girls, but
I'm showing off the
she might
girls.
be showing off the girls, fellas. Tune into YouTube.
Tune
like,
into YouTube.
like and subscribe.
Uh-huh.
Do
I'm
it for
doing
the girls.
I'm doing it for you.
I like this setting. I think, we might just end up doing this because the thing is, if we run low on something, you can literally grab another bottle.
I was gonna say if I wanted to mix it up, I don't have to go far. I just gotta.
Would you say you have a plethora of bottles?
Yeah. Smorgasbord.
Do you know what a plethora is?
Yeah. It's all these many deep ass bottles worth of. He made this beautiful bar, so we need to have it out.
We got to get the boys on for that movie. Zenobia, could it be that with your superior intellect, you are maybe not upset at me, Phil? Could it be that you are upset about something else?
Come on, I'm ready to drink. Let's get it on to this shit. So we're doing our last Black History Month movie,
Absolutely.
and we couldn't do this month without doing.
We're gonna do the right thing
Yeah, do the right.
and do the right thing.
Yeah, we gonna do this Spike Lee joint. Do the right thing.
I'm digging your book over here. This is actually really gorgeous. I'm nervous because the drinks are on the table.
I am too because
But-
I got this for Christmas, so it's quite new.
This past Christmas?
This past Christmas, my friend Taylor, hey girl,
Taylor, thank you much.
yeah.
I'm digging the book.
he definitely gave me this book for Christmas, and when we picked this movie, I was like, I better bring my show and tell book. You know, I like to bring my show and tells
Absolutely.
in, and it's a photo book of all of his movies from beginning to I think it's Klansman, Black
Klansman?
yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I fucking love it, and it's beautiful photos. You guys should definitely check out this book. It's called Spike.
I didn't see that one in his background. Like I took his master class,
Mm-hmm.
which was one of my favorite ones, by the way.
I bet.
I probably learned more from that master class than almost any of the other ones.
Yeah.
There's a few of them that were like, oh shit, like
Wise
eye-opening
man.
shit. Like Ron Howard was up there, Scorsese was in there. They got a bunch of them in there.
I love it. Like you learn so much from these like living legends.
Yeah,
Like,
and he keeps a book for each movie that he does. So he like bounds it. and
Oh, I
everything.
did know that. Like his scripts, right? Or
Mhm.
just is it pictures too, or just a script?
I don't know what's in them, but I do know that he has like a little, and by little I mean thick ass Bible size.
I do
thing.
know in the Do the Right Thing section of this book, there is a shot of like his actual, like some of the script.
Nice.
So, all right. So let's do the right thing.
Let's do this because I'm drinking water, trying to avoid this drink.
Well, I'm ready to drink.
Me too.
Okay. So today for Do the Right Thing, we are doing Do the Right Thing. Okay.
Clever wordplay. I like
Uh-huh.
it very much.
Well, I got that from this wonderful book that I got for birthday last year from my friends Matthew and Saul. Thank you guys. It's called Gone with the Gin, and it's a cocktails with a
Is the mustache too big?
A little bit. A Hollywood twist. It's a great book, and it has a lot of great puns for cocktails. So
Hell
we will
yeah.
definitely be drinking some of these from here. But today we're drinking Do the Right Thing.
You
So-
were reading those off to me earlier, and I was like, you were asking me like, which ones do I want to drink? Yes, all of them.
Yeah, I was like, which
Thank you,
movie
guys.
do you want to drink to? Like,
Giving us ideas.
please. Okay, so what you gonna need? Mason jar. Everybody got a mason jar. You gonna grab it? I chilled them because you don't
It's
use.
cool.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's cold and nice, and you don't really use ice in this drink. So I tried to chill everything, all of our ingredients, so it stay cold. So what you're gonna need is 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey, which I made a heavy 1.5 ounce.
Oh,
for
you
it.
did a
it's
healthy
gonna be-
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
a
shit.
nice healthy one. And then you're gonna do 3 ounces of Arizona tea. Honor.
Arnold Palmer. He's the man.
He's the man. He's the golfing ass man who drinking tea and lemonade, or else you could just mix your own. That's what I did. I could not find the Arizona one. I searched, and I know what's just gonna happen is like tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gas station. And I'm gonna just
Arizona's 5 hours away. What the?
where their iced tea is everywhere,
so
bitch.
lazy. So lazy.
It's everywhere, and so I just made some from work. So that's what we got today. You're gonna like top it with some bubbly Perrier water.
Some Perrier. Get it.
And I got like the lime one.
That
it has
good
a
water.
little- We fancy. We a little fancy
Shit.
snobby, okay? And so
Put a
then
bow tie on with this t-shirt.
yeah. And then after that you're gonna get a lemon lime. We have just lime popsicle. And you're
Okay.
gonna set it in here to cool off your drink. And that, my friend, is do the right thing.
Do the right thing. I like it very
If you
much.
ain't doing the right thing, I don't know what you're doing. Cheers.
Cheers. Shit. That's nice. Minus the popsicle stick.
I had it a little bit before it started melting, and it tastes way better once it melts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's very, very sweet. Now I see what the popsicles were. Shit. Check this out.
I really like that. Oh shit. And he's gone. And I'm alone. All right. Oh. His ideas are usually interesting. Yep. And I'm sitting here.
Dressed up for the occasion. Let's go. Shit.
I like it. You
I am dressed as my favorite character in this movie. And if you don't know, now you know.
Are you Big Dick Willie?
No. I'm the mayor.
Oh, you're the mayor. That's true.
Shit.
Oh, that's true. You ain't dirty.
I'm not dirty. No, my suits are clean.
Should I
But-
should I put a paper bag over your your drink?
Yes, please. Absolutely. I would love that very much. But no, we're good.
I like
I'll
it.
just like he settled for the what was it? Bud Light when he wanted the Miller High Life.
You
in
wanted
the liquor
Miller
store.
High Light, and all they had was Miller Light.
You asking a lot of me right now.
You asking a lot of a man to change his beer, and that line never really rang true to me as a kid. But now as an adult, that
Hey.
I was like, you know what, bitch?
Mhm.
As a bartender, I see when we run out of somebody's favorite beer, a regular's favorite beer, they pissed.
Oh yeah,
They
absolutely.
pissed.
They come in there salivating over it, sitting at work, doing what they gotta do, not drinking on the job,
Yeah, hopefully.
thinking and just fantasizing about this cold, ice chilled glass with their favorite beer as soon as they get off work and they hit that bar and they see their friends, walking in where everybody knows your name.
Cheers in it.
Uh-huh. And then you come in and you ask for your favorite drink and they're out.
I mean, even if you went from
You feel like you're back at work.
even if you come in and you like Coors Light draft,
Mm.
and we only have Coors Light bottled, that could be a thing that could piss somebody off. Like, just give the man his cold beer the way you want it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
No, I agree. Absolutely.
All right. So now that we have this tasty beverage for a hot summer day,
I'm definitely having 2 of these.
that is not happening today.
What?
No.
No, I can only have 1.
You are cut off after this, dumbaire. You drink too much. No, I'm just joking. I was saying that.
I like how Ashley just chimes in. He only gets 1 drink.
Yeah, Smashy has one too.
Smashy's over there. Sipping.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I was saying this is a good thing to drink on a hot summer day.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not today because it's not a hot summer.
It's February. We're in Black History Month. We're on time, people.
We doing it.
I do have the heater on, and now I got a hat and a jacket, so it may get hot as shit in here.
I always get hot when I do
And just
this
like
show.
the mayor, I'll be all right. Shit, I didn't bring my handkerchief. That's all right.
I was like, you looking for your flask?
No, I'm looking for my handkerchief. I didn't. I was responsible and didn't leave it in the jacket.
Okay, so are you ready
Mm-hmm.
for a little bit of herstory on rye whiskey?
Yeah, I was just pretending that I was in a hot ass New York summer and you were singing and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh
sing
my
it, John.
lord!
Yeah,
I know.
absolutely.
I'm
Let's go.
gonna bring on the heat because just watching this movie, even though I was like bundled up in my bed with like a hoodie and a blanket and all that, I still could feel the heat.
This
I can
movie,
feel the heat.
shit. We're gonna have some conversations today,
Oh
y'all.
yes, we are.
Just know that me and Zenobia love each other very much.
What does that mean?
It means, we're gonna ask questions.
Oh,
this
yeah.
this
I love
movie
you.
touches on some sensitive ass subjects.
It do. Oh yes, it do. Okay, rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey.
Do you know what? This is what we are drinking. We are drinking Bullet rye whiskey.
I don't know what is the difference, because like you asked me, do we have any rye whiskey?
You
in
definitely did.
the bar? We did.
No, you. I asked you that. I
Okay,
didn't even
because
check.
I looked thoroughly, but I don't know what I'm looking for. I looked on all of them and I saw bourbon, I saw Tennessee whiskey, I saw Irish whiskey. I didn't see any rye whiskey.
When I was asking, I kind of had to figure that we didn't have.
You
it.
figured I didn't know shit.
Well, yeah. Because once you're like, I don't even know what I'm looking for. I had to
Mhm.
send you some shots of like maybe what you would have in the bar, but I don't think we even have Bullet on here anyway.
No,
But
there's
I-
definitely no bullet.
I thought that maybe the.
The closest thing was a bullet old fashioned, but it was like already like
Oh yeah.
premixed. It's
Nah.
not the same.
So
Well, that's not the same then.
it's not rye whiskey. It's just whiskey made out of rye grain. And for it to be called rye whiskey, at least here in America, it has to be at least 51% made out of this.
Okay.
Rye. So this one, Bullet, is 95%.
Can I say
It is. So,
that frontier whiskey, straight
Mhm.
American rye whiskey?
yep.
Get it?
And I'm going to tell you why. So today we're going to talk about that. So
Tell me why.
So, more or less, the more rye you have in your whiskey, the better it's going to taste.
Okay.
Now, some places like Canada have rye whiskey as well, but their whiskey could be called rye whiskey and have not that much rye or any in it really to be called that. But in America, don't get that shit twisted. And this is why here's the history.
So we don't skimp on the ingredients.
We don't
basically.
Yeah, at least when it comes to our whiskey.
Not with our whiskey.
So a lot of
Imagine
people.
what's gonna happen when you try to tax our whiskey.
So a lot of people compare it to a bourbon type of whiskey. It does have like a spicy taste to it.
Ooh, we're taking shots.
We're just taking a little bit.
Okay, we're taking sips.
And we're taking sips. Okay.
I do like these glasses.
Yeah, we're gonna get fancy with our little
Alright.
snifters.
We're gonna
Okay.
getting serious here.
Yeah,
Alright.
so while we talk about
Down
it, you
the
can
rabbit
taste
hole.
it. You ready? Like you taste the spice. Do you taste what I'm talking about?
Claude.
My name's Claude. I love it. So, but you do taste like the little bit of spicy bite that it has on it.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's that rye.
Now my voice feels clear.
Right? You feel like
This is all sugary, so it gums up the.
I definitely feel like this is a good thing to put in a hot toddy, baby.
Oh yeah.
Think about that.
Absolutely. Got a little
burn.
fever, got a little headache.
Mm-hmm.
Hook some of that up.
Okay.
Take a nap. You'll wake up feeling real nice.
You will. You'll wake up hours later.
Hours later.
Feeling real nice.
I could use a raw and a lie down on this thing.
Right? No. Okay, so let's go back.
How far are we going back?
We're going back to the 1600s.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay? We're going back to the 1600s in Pennsylvania and Maryland.
Okay.
Okay, so a weird kind of thing happened to make rye whiskey, American rye whiskey, happen. So the Irish and the Scottish immigrants moved here with great whiskey skills.
We wasn't even a country yet.
They didn't have good, they had good whiskey skills.
Sure.
And so they settled there and, of course they're going to try to start making some whiskey.
Absolutely.
And the Dutch and the Germans, they were really good at making rye. And they were close together over there in the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, they started kind of tinkering and perfecting their rye whiskey, right?
Nice little melting pot of ideas.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so...
That's America for you right there.
So, like anything with alcohol, history had a big factor in why we do what we do, right? So
when we do what we do, hanging out late with no curfew.
So when the Americans were like, you know what? England, fuck you. We don't want to have nothing to do with your shit.
Fuck your tea.
Yeah, fuck your tea. We gonna throw it all up in the water. Trust us idiots and shit.
I mean, it's 1600. We didn't do that yet. They were still taxation without representation.
Well, they didn't fuck with England, and they were like, you know what, fuck y'all. And so England was like, fuck us, fuck you. We cutting off everything because we have the biggest naval ships in the land, bitch. So you ain't getting nothing. And so
little did they know.
They couldn't, well, I mean, it sucked because their favorite drink was rum. And so that means they couldn't get any molasses and no rum because England owns those fucking territories.
Molasses.
They were kind of going... You and your quotes, you always give me
you say the wrong thing, and I'm gonna think of a movie or a song. And I do love Benjamin Button because he gets up there and gets it all Shakespearean real quick.
Can we please do that?
Please.
Okay, I love that movie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, can I finish my story?
Yes,
finish
both.
the story.
Can I finish my story and can we do that movie?
Can I tell my side of the story?
Can I tell my side of the story? No, I didn't do shit, but Craig could have did some. My favorite.
But she could have said something about the rye.
Could have. So when they couldn't get their rum and fucking molasses and shit, they were like, damn, what the fuck we gonna drink over here now? But the Northeast, they're like, hold my purse. Let me show you this rye whiskey we got. Ooh. And it fucking blew up. Everybody loved it. It became a hit. And then, they eventually realized, like, if you age it, because sometimes, it took forever for you to get alcohol from one end of America to the other end back then. So,
I mean, back then, one end to the other was like a couple states nowadays. Like, I don't even know if they went... The Louisiana Purchase hadn't even happened yet, I don't think.
That's true. But just
it was horses versus Teslas.
I don't know where we are in time periods when this is happening.
It's definitely horses.
Horses and boats.
Yeah.
That's the only transportation. Mm-hmm. Plus, like, storing it. They realize, oh shit, I forgot about this barrel back here. It's been back here for like 12 years or some bullshit.
Oh shit.
And then they pull that shit out and they're like,
okay.
What? Hello? And shit started popping off,
Mm-hmm.
So everybody started loving the whiskey. But
that is nice. Oof.
Right? Okay, so here we are, 1810.
1810. Okay.
Okay,
We're a country.
Yep. We around 1810. And rye was killing it.
Okay.
It was killing it so much that George Washington had his own distillery after he was done with his presidency.
One last time.
He's like, ooh.
Come sit, have a drink with me one last time.
I would. With George Washington, like, let me have some of your rye whiskey, bitch.
That's that Hamilton.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Delish. Okay.
Absolutely.
So he even had his distillery, and it just was popping off. It just showed like how far it has come.
That's why he didn't want to be president no more. He's like, the money's in the whiskey. Let's
the money's
go.
in the whiskey.
Stepping down.
It's a
No,
lot
I'm gonna
less
make some
stress.
money now.
Yeah, I get to make money. I get to drink, and I don't have to run shit.
Y'all got to learn how to do this shit without me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's exactly what he did.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Thomas, you got this? Okay, I'm out.
So it started getting better and better, the way the taste and everything.
Mm-hmm.
In the mid 1800s,
Hunnits.
they started getting fancy with their cocktails, making things like old fashions and Manhattans. So
Which you told me about recently, about the old fashions.
we did have the old fashioned.
What was in them? There wasn't no ice, people.
No ice. I don't know how they.
Warm old fashions.
I don't know how they did it, but yes, that's exactly. So around that time, that's when those things kept popping up and all those things like that, right? So it starts to die out in the 20th century. So a couple things happen in the 20th century.
Prohibition.
Yep. And 2 world wars.
2 of them.
So, shit kind of hit the fan. So Prohibition happened, and it's kind of expensive to grow and make rye whiskey.
Especially when half your family's either gone or making bullets.
Yeah. Well, that, and just when, like, in general, as in other whiskeys or other spirits, it's kind of on the expensive side to make. So they were the first distilleries to close down during Prohibition.
That's fucked up.
They're like, fuck, we can't make shit.
They're gonna go after the big ones first, obviously.
Yeah. And so what people ended up getting was some Canadian rye whiskey, and American had been drinking that good shit for too long that they were like, fuck this shit, man.
Dude, people probably start getting sick off of that shit.
Well, no, it wasn't like distilled wrong. It just wasn't made the way we make our rye whiskey.
So it's still alcohol.
And so, and it's coming from Canada, who wasn't having Prohibition. They just making their shit and smuggling it down to us.
Yeah.
So
buy a case of rye and get a sack of donuts. Let's go.
I
love whiskey and donuts. Hell
maple
yeah.
donuts. I want some maple donuts. From Hortons.
I swear to God, if there was a Hortons way back when.
I mean, I've been to a Hortons. Last year I went, and it is good.
Is it?
But I was really high and tired, but it was delicious. And before we left, I was like, we got to stop. Me and Lenny, it was great.
Absolutely. Oh, Lenny, come visit us.
Come visit
I know
us.
you're doing your thing out in Florida, but come visit us.
Oh, yes, you should.
It's sunny over here.
She's coming this summer. She's coming. So, don't say it. Okay, so were you about to?
I was getting ready.
Don't you say it. It's not fair. You always stop me, and so it takes me a minute to find my shit. Okay, so when the Canadians started smuggling theirs down to us, and we were like, this is not really our brand, rye whiskey became bottom shelf whiskey.
I see.
And so after the war, and people can't really spend money like they used to. So, the really poor people, the bums, the drunk on the street, they're the ones who would buy the rye.
That bullet.
No, not bullet. Not bullet. Bullet's good. But after Prohibition, the numbers still didn't go up because, well, in the 40s, Hollywood had a big part to play in it. And so when they would portray the drunk in the street, he's drinking rye whiskey.
That's fucked up.
And when they
so they
portray-
demonized
Yeah.
them.
And when they would portray like the cool guy, he's drinking bourbon. Yeah.
And now you see all the bourbon that we got in the bar.
We do have a lot of
And we
bourbon.
didn't have no rye.
We didn't. But I mean, I didn't know any of this history. I knew that rye whiskey is made out of rye and it
I
had to
like
be 51%. I knew that part. But I didn't know all of this history about it. I do like the way it tastes. It is a good taste in old fashioned, but
Mhm.
I like to muddle my cherries when I use the rye just because to pipe that like a little bit of spiciness. But
Sure.
that's just me. That's just me. But I like rye. If you haven't tried it, please try it.
It's strong. I like that they call it frontier whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Makes me feel like I gotta go see a man
Look
about
at
a
the
horse.
Well, look at the bottle. It's like an old,
Yeah,
like a
that's
frontier, like medicine bottle. I love it.
Absolutely.
They're like, here, this is your.
That thing falls off your horse and lands in the dirt or on a rock. It's 50-50. It's gonna break.
During Prohibition, when you would get your medicinal liquor for your ailments, it would come in like a big bottle like this.
Like you drop a John Jameson.
Oh shit! You got the big ass.
I mean, but I'm looking at like the glass. That's a thick ass glass.
It is,
This
'cause this-
Jameson is a thinner glass.
this
I
is-
drop this off my horse. It's gonna break. It's gonna break.
That's what I'm saying. This is they make.
I
the
bang
bottle,
it against my pots and pans. It's gonna break.
It's gonna break.
That frontier whiskey is durable.
It is. I like the bottles. I don't know what I would keep it for, but you're right. It's durable.
Cracking skulls.
Let the zombie apocalypse happen. I'm gonna be have fistfuls of bullet bottles. Okay, so after Hollywood slandered rye whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of like fizzled out and it died. And it tried, but it died.
Staying strong. It's here now.
Well, like I was gonna say, is that it became huge, and after
Fucking you.
in the 2000, it came back, and
What did it?
Don Draper, bitch, yeah, you know it. Don Draper in Mad Men. Don Draper's drink is an old fashioned, but he likes a rye whiskey old fashioned.
Hell yeah.
So that brought it back, and since 2009, its numbers are up 500%.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. So it's growing. Don Draper saves the day again. Thank you for introducing us young people to some old ass shit we had no clue about.
Some good ass rye frontier whiskey.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's the herstory on rye whiskey.
I like it very much.
Yeah, and now you know. So next time I ask you if it's on the bar, say yeah, unless we finish that bottle tomorrow.
I mean, I'll see if we can't keep it on the bar now.
I know. And I didn't really know like who makes rye whiskey. So I did Google like Jameson rye, and there is no Jameson rye. They're
No,
Irish.
because it's all Irish.
Yeah, it's Irish. But there's Canadians.
Yeah.
Eh.
I like this bullet.
I always like Bullet,
Mhm.
so I'm always down. And that's the history.
I should have known a little bit more about that because I did a play where I played a character that was drinking bullet whiskey. But I, just did the play. I didn't research what we were drinking.
That's my job.
Little did I know. But it was set in like
Frontier time.
Alabama.
Oh. Okay. Okay, wait.
Backwoods type of environment.
When did Bullet become a thing? Does it have that?
No.
It does not.
But it
Right.
was also like these like young boys, like 17, 18 years old, so they drink what they can get their hands on, which explains why you say that it's bottom shelf. In this play, they were drinking Bullet, which was the cheaper
Okay.
version that, I swiped this from the old man's liquor cabinet. He won't notice. He always drinks the,
That's the good shit.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I spent $29 on this bottle.
Shit.
I guess that's bottom shelf now.
True.
It's not bottom shelf. It's at least a mid shelf.
Oh yeah.
Rye
I mean,
whiskey.
that's a good ass whiskey.
It's good.
I like it.
Mhm.
But I think I've told you this before. I am a cheaper whiskey drinker. Like me and Wes and Martin had like whiskey taste test where we tasted 5 different whiskeys blindfolded.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the cheaper whiskeys. Those were my favorite ones.
Can we do that? You know that cocktail book you bought me for Christmas with that mixes with the records?
Yeah.
They have a whiskey tasting list of like what you're looking for and what to do, like so we could like have it at the house and shit.
That's a lot of. I mean, I want to do all these things. I would love to get us back to like doing an episode a week.
I know that,
but rent is due.
That I know.
Hey,
you hear me?
Hey,
you hear me, bitch? You making fun of me, bitch? Yeah. I'll find your ass.
Find your ass.
Okay, so do the right thing. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For the completely made up drinking game. Yes, sir. All right. Completely made up drinking game.
I'm buzzed. Let's go. Come on!
I feel like it took us a minute to get here, and I kind of had some drinks in me.
It didn't take us that long. It took us 33 minutes to get here.
Yeah, to this point. But
that's quicker than a trip to Orange County.
True. Well, I don't know. Right now, there should be too much traffic. Anyway, I
could have visited my mom by now.
Okay, well, your mom's listening. Hey, mama.
My mama. I'm drinking. Don't be mad.
She ain't mad.
She's never mad.
She gonna tell me to make this for her. Watch.
I know, right?
So
my mom. No offense to everybody, but my mom is the coolest mom in the world.
Cool.
I don't know if y'all know that.
Mm-hmm. All right, drink again.
Let's go.
So you grab your
mason jar.
Your mason jar, because we about to do the right thing right now. You gonna take 1 sip.
1 sip.
When someone drinks. So this would be...
Okay.
This is them drinking anything. This would be the mayor getting his beer.
Okay.
Not the right beer.
No.
But his beer.
His beer, whatever,
Okay, this is like...
Joy drinking her not root beer.
Not root beer. She wanted the
not a Cactus Cooler. Cream soda.
Cactus Cooler. Oh, that's...
She wanted a cream soda, if I'm not mistaken.
She did want a cream soda. Yep.
Yeah, just a nice little change of pace.
Mm-hmm. The old man on the side of
Does
the corner.
Does it count when Rosie's got the ice cubes around her lips? It's a liquid. It's a liquid. She's taking a little sip of that melted ice.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Okay, you convinced me. I wasn't thinking that.
Not
at
Joy.
all.
Jade. Jade's drinking the cream soda.
Oh yeah. I wasn't thinking that was a drink, but you know what? I will take it.
Starts as a gas, changes to a solid, converts back to a liquid. Simp it.
Yes. So you gonna take a simp?
Okay.
When you see or someone says a famous person. So someone famous, like where...
Smiley. What you got there?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get the scan of the wall of fame,
okay,
with Frank Sinatra and his crew all up on there, with Al Pacino.
Now, don't just drink because there's somebody on the wall and they're famous. You got to know who it is.
Know who they are.
You know what I mean? Know when it is Rocky Marciano or Frank Sinatra. Whoever else.
Sophia Loren, she's on there.
And eventually, Malcolm
and Dr. King. I mean, barely, but it counts.
But they made it on the wall.
They did. This is also when Samuel Jackson does the list of artists.
Okay.
It's like 14, 15 on there.
Yeah.
He names them all. So when that comes in, just get ready. Just get it in.
Who's a better DJ? Samuel L. or the DJ from Warriors?
Nice. Sorry, Samuel. I didn't even have to think about it. It was quick. Samuel, you're cool. I like it because...
Good evening, Bapas.
But she is like, I want to have sex with her
voice. It's just
her lips. Her lips. I mean, he gets the whole front seat to the world. You know, they all walk past him and he's just DJing around. I love that. But that bitch was giving her warnings to people.
She does not issue idle threats.
Nah. She did apologize too. That's like my favorite. She's like, sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Mrs. Barrett.
She was just fed wrong information. So, yeah.
Okay.
Any famous person take a simp.
Okay.
You gonna take a simp
Take that, Sam.
when someone talks about how hot it is. Like, ooh, it's gonna be a hot one today. I'm gonna be watching
Of course I'm
you.
sweating. It's hot out here. It's 100 degrees in here, Mookie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where she's like, I'm watching
Taking
you,
her panties
Mookie.
off.
It's hot out here. You know, it's gonna be hot today. Even at the end, Sal says it to him. Like, he says, it's gonna be even hotter today than it was yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Everybody. Samuel Jackson, Dr. Cool, Dr. Senor Love.
Oh, Mr. Yeah, Mr. Senor Love Daddy.
Mr. Senor Love Daddy. Even he said that, you know, it's hot. So you gonna take your sips because it's hot.
Absolutely.
That's why we got.
I mean, he
popsicles.
sets the mood for the neighborhood.
He does.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if he's hot, everybody else is thinking it's hot. Also, it opens with, you know, Ozzie Davis. You think he's dead for a minute there, sweating his ass off, just laying there shirtless next to the window.
I mean,
And they're slowly moving in. I was like, shit, is he dead?
it's hot.
And then all of a sudden he moves. No, he's not dead.
No.
It's just hot.
He's sweating. He's still alive. Their bodies don't sweat. Okay, so
That's an excellent point.
you take a drink when it's hot. When they talk about the weather.
Okay.
You gonna take a simp
Take that, Simp.
when Sweet Dick Willie said.
I just want to know who named you Sweet Dick Willie.
Nah, you didn't say it like that. You said nobody named, you know.
It's just a name,
It's just
man.
a name,
Shit.
man.
You know, everybody knows why they call me Sweet Dick Willie.
Sweet
Shit.
Dick Willie. Oh,
Ain't never too hot. Never too cold neither. Had my best piece of woman on a hot day like this. You know? Over there by your lady's house.
do you agree with that? Is it ever too cold?
It's
or
never too hot. It's never too cold.
I agree.
And I learned that lesson from watching this movie, crazy enough, as a young adolescent. I watched that scene with those ice cubes.
You're like,
I was
creative with it, bitch.
I'm going to do that one day.
Yeah.
If it's too damn hot, I'm just going to get some ice cubes.
It's too damn hot in the hot tub. Ow. I'm gonna get in the water.
Never too hot, never too cold.
Never too. I agree, because you just get
Best way to warm up, you know?
best way to cool down.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true, but the cool down comes after you just laying there like, okay, don't touch me.
Absolutely.
It's hot. You
Shit.
You sweated in my eye.
Sweat it out. And then afterwards, you're going to be hot and sweaty. You're just laying there. And even if it's a hot breeze blowing off, through the window, it's still going to cool you off because you got sweat on you. So
Yep.
that bead of sweat is going to cool
All
you
over
off.
your, even in between the butt
You work
cheeks.
hard for those 90 seconds of cool, but it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's not the destiny, it's the journey.
Mom, stop listening.
Yeah, put
Shit.
I hope
I've been
you
drinking.
went through.
Damn it.
Oh,
Continue with the drinking.
I'm
game.
sorry.
Getting me in trouble.
I'm sorry, big sweet dick Willie. You heard it?
You heard that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a bad man.
That's all I think about. Okay. You gonna take a sip
I just did.
when the neighborhood kids yell at somebody.
Oh,
So
shit.
this is them yelling.
Fight!
This is them yelling at the mayor. Being
Okay.
really mean to him.
Oh, those. Okay. Got you.
Them. This is them
Yelling
at the white dude.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird with the bike.
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn.
Ah! Yeah. Who said that you could buy a brownstone
brownstone
on
on
my
my
block in my neighborhood on my side of the street?
I said, whoop your ass 2 times.
He's like, yeah, get him.
You talk
Yeah.
so fast.
That's them doing that.
Okay.
That's also, I will also take them.
Hell no, I was raised on Sal's famous
Exactly.
pizza.
I was like them yelling out, bugging out
Mhm.
when they were like, we boycotting. Hell
boycotting
no.
Sal's.
I'm
Shit, I'm about to
go
give me a
get
slice right now.
It did make me want some fucking. I was hoping we were gonna have pizza today.
Oh, that would have been smart.
It's okay.
It's not
It's
too
all
late.
good. You know, it's not too late. You were good on the late night pizza. I love you on that. Okay, so yeah, when the kids be yelling,
We're
at
gonna
me,
wrap this up real quick. We got some famous pizza on the way.
lights, camera, cocktails.
Bye.
Okay, so you gonna take a sip
Take that simp.
anytime you hear "Fight the power." Fight the power.
Oh yeah.
Fight the power.
You know he's
We got to
heading
fight
down the
the
street.
power that be. Yeah,
You got it. You got it, Papa.
I love where he's like,
You think you got it?
I love where
Challenges
he's
his
like, man,
ass.
man, why you always got the same song on? He's like,
I don't like nothing else.
I like nothing. I would ask the same thing too, because I do love this song,
Mm-hmm.
but I am definitely tired of the song by the time I get to
Dude.
the end.
And he's down every street.
Loud as
Every
fuck,
block.
just walking back and forth.
That's his point of pride right there.
Mhm.
He's got the best, loudest ghetto blaster in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He has not met a radio that is better than his. That's
But-
the thing about it.
But he met a bat that was better than
God damn.
his radio.
God damn.
That's for sure.
Takes 20 D batteries.
I mean, I lifted
C
yours.
battery? D, motherfucker. D.
D.
How many? 20.
I lifted up your fucking boombox, which has no batteries in it, and it was fucking heavy.
Well, that's because we got a power plug, but. you
No,
know.
I get that. Not that it doesn't work. It's
Okay.
just doesn't. There is a spot for batteries.
The spot 4 batteries, yeah.
But I can't imagine if we put the batteries in there. I wouldn't want to fucking carry it nowhere.
Dude, this shit is heavy.
Yeah, I don't want
I'm
to carry
not
it.
going to lift it up right now, but.
But it, trust us,
Dude,
heavy.
I love that boombox.
I love it too.
Dude.
I know it's right on theme. So
We're
whenever
going to do a TikTok. I'm going to play Fight the Power on there, and you're going to be dancing like Rosie Perez. Let's go. Not yet. Let's finish the podcast.
Oh, okay. So, like, you ready?
She ain't got to tell her twice.
Yeah, say less. I'm ready. So yeah, fight the power. You gonna take a sip. So get ready for that, because that's like every 5 minutes we're simping. All right, so you gonna take a sip.
I've been.
You keep on simping.
Shit. You're going to get me fucked.
When Mr. Senor Love Daddy
Mm-hmm.
is on the radio, that's when you gonna
This
simp
is
it.
Send Your Love, Daddy. And we're going to slow it down for you right quick. Who do I got in here? Mookie from up the block. He's literally traveling 3 houses down to deliver his pizza.
I mean, it's not like he can go get it.
True.
I mean, maybe you could. You just put a long song on.
Nah, because you can't have that dead airspace. Like if, let's say, God forbid, his order is late and he's still waiting for it, is he gonna go back and change the track, or is he gonna wait there until it's gone and then come back? And then all of a sudden, shit, everybody's waiting. I got radio silence. I got no listeners.
No, you put on
Bohemian Rhapsody.
you put on Rapper's Delight. That
There
thing's
you
about
go.
15 minutes.
Solid 14 minutes.
Yeah, so you get a good you we play the long version.
Now
and
what
put
you
that,
hear is not a
you can
test.
get
I'm
there
rapping to the
and
beat.
back and eat half of
And
this
me,
fucking
the
sandwich
groove,
before the
and my
song's
friends is
over.
gonna try
To move your feet.
You see, I am
Wonder
Wonder
Mike.
Mike, and I'd like to say
Hello.
hello to the black, to the white, the red, and the brown.
The purple and yellow.
But first, we got a
Bang,
podcast.
bang.
We're gonna finish this drinking game. So go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, anytime Senor Love Daddy is in the mix, you're gonna take a sip.
Okay.
You're gonna finish your drink when Mookie makes it to work.
Which time?
The first time.
Okay.
The first time. Like when
He's
he gets
always
there.
late.
I mean, and he does live down the street, so
Mookie,
that
what's going on? You got a guilty conscience or what? I didn't even say nothing this time.
he did it.
Sal, you want me to get here on time? You're gonna have to get me, a rocket or something, man. I didn't say nothing, Mookie. What's going on?
All you have to do is leave 3 minutes earlier. Like, literally, you live. And I understand that because my dorm was literally behind the building that I needed most of my classes in.
Oh my God.
And I would still be like a couple minutes late. Like, I'd be like, ooh, oh shit, like booking it over there. Fuck. Why are you waiting till class starts to leave? What are you doing? Yeah, I was young.
That's always the case.
Yep. When it's so close, you just leave. You leave at bad time.
We had an actually, I can say it. Shit, we got a dude on Abbott Elementary, Nigel. He works on the COVID team. He scheduled to start at I think 7 or 7:30, and that's what time he left his house because he lived down the street.
Oh, I see.
You know, he's like, ain't nobody missing me, man. Yeah. Oh no, 6:30. So his call time was 6:30, but we didn't have the morning safety meeting till 7. He was there by then, which is when we actually needed him. So he could get there at 6:30. You know, but you know why?
To just stand around?
To stand around.
When I could have that extra 30 in my bed for a second.
And Sam was on it. Sam had the COVID test like ready. Passing them out. Passing out COVID tests like Nino Brown.
Like turkeys, baby.
Absolutely. Every morning he had a big, thick bag. Anybody needed a COVID test, go see Sam.
Love it.
Had it covered.
All right. Well, you know, you understand Mookie then, Sam. You understand. Okay, so you gonna finish your drink.
Finish that drink.
When they pop the fire hydrant.
Ooh.
Because it wouldn't be a new.
Don't you get this car wet.
We ain't gonna get it wet.
It's the classic right here. Go on by.
No one's
Don't fuck around.
You.
Don't fuck around. You better not get this car wet.
Oh
shit! I got water all over myself.
Like if he didn't say anything, they probably would have just like let him go by. Him stop it. He had to. He made himself a target.
Nah, that car with that convertible rooftop, he was a target when he rolled up.
Should have backed up.
Yeah. Go the other way.
Go the other way.
Play it safe.
Get out and put your top up then.
You know, it's a point of pride more than anything. Like, you're not going to make me go around the block just because you got the water running. But, hey.
He's like, you're not going to do anything.
You knew the circumstances and you drove through anyway, knowing full well these dudes are going to get away with it. Come on. Think you're going to find them? Shit.
What's their name? Mo and Joe. That's their name. Does Mo and Joe have a last name? Black.
Mo and Joe Black.
So they're brothers. Yes.
Yeah, they're brothers. Come on, arrest somebody. I want them under the fucking jail.
Yeah, no, they don't deserve any of that shit.
I like that part, though. The mayor comes up. Did you see something, sir? Shit. Anybody that know won't tell.
Nope.
Anybody that won't. What does he say?
Anybody who don't know would tell, and the people who know won't
tell. Yeah. The fuck does that mean? Shit.
It means I see nothing. Like that's.
I'm gonna say something about that later when we talk about him and why it's so poetic.
I love it.
I
love it. All right, you gonna finish your drink?
Almost.
When Mookie throws the trash can.
Ooh.
All
right.
My one question is, do you think he did the right thing?
Let's finish the drinking game because that's a long conversation.
Well,
I feel like that's a conversation to be had, and I do have that same question for you.
Okay.
But we got to get through this drinking game.
All right. Well, you got anything to add to the completely made up drinking game? I think I did pretty good. Waiting for it?
Nah, because like everything is like character specific, and therefore, like you could do anything. You can say like, you know, anytime you see Smiley, you know, flashing them pictures, or anytime, you know, Tina is yelling, or anytime, you know, not Tina, but Filipino is being racist. Like, you know.
I know.
I'm gonna leave it as is.
I didn't want to draw attention to blatant racism to drink, not in a black icon movie like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So
even though I mean that is the point of this movie, but not the point of my drinking game.
No.
So that's the completely perfect drinking game. Yes.
I drink to that.
Okay. So, all right. Before I get to the stats, I just want to do one thing.
Okay. Take a picture. It's okay.
I ain't taking no damn picture. My thing is, I would like to give you a Black History fact before we get into this.
Lay it on me.
Do you know our Black Queen, Josephine Baker? Do you know who she is?
I want to say yes, but not in my inebriated state.
Josephine Baker was a fantastic singer, dancer, actor, icon. And here in America, she wasn't treated like it, but she ended up being like some cool ass badass bitch. So she is one of show business icon performance of all time. But she left the United States due to racism.
Of course.
And so she announced her U.S. citizenship and moved out in 1937.
She renounced her throne?
Yep. After she married a Frenchman. And yeah, they moved to Paris. And she was like, U.S., I don't need you. And I don't want to be a citizen of y'all because y'all suck.
There you go.
So in 1940, when the Nazis began occupying Paris, Miss Baker girl, she just showed her deep loyalty for her new homeland. And she ended up becoming a national spy. Yeah, Queen.
Oh, shit.
So she became a spy for the Allies during this time because she was traveling all around Europe performing. And she was very loved in France. Like, she spoke French and she would do these shows and they loved her beautiful body. And she did a lot of, like, a lot of her things was, like, sexual or, like, very risque clothing and things like that. So France was like, yes, Queen, we love nudity over here. And we love
this was based how Genevieve got created from Rush Hour 3?
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
Probably.
Shit.
So
I'm a woman, Gems. It's the crying games.
So
Brokeback Carter.
So as she was traveling around Europe, she was also concealing messages in her costumes and sheet music.
Ooh, shit.
Nobody's looking at this black goddess. They like, move along. She ain't doing nothing but just spreading her joy.
Okay.
So that's how she would get her stuff out there. And she ended up like helping a lot. She never got caught. She adopted a bunch of children. She did, like most successful black people back in the day, lose all their stuff. There's a movie about Josephine Baker that is super awesome. We should definitely look into it. But then here's some pictures of her.
Oh, that's for sure Genevieve. Shit.
Yeah.
Sexy ass.
Sexy ass. Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even looking at her ass.
You could see it. I showed her a good ass shot.
She had a nice tuck in her butt.
I like it. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Bell-shaped ass.
Yeah.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Uh-huh. So that is some Black History facts for us.
I like that very much.
Okay, so let's go to the stats.
Let's get it.
All right. This movie dropped July 21st, 1989. Like the song says.
Police ain't getting no dumber.
It dropped in the summer of 1989. Okay. So the budget for this movie.
6.5, something like that?
6.5 million. So today that's 16 million.
You know Spike Lee likes stats. He's a basketball man.
Oh, yes, he is. And it made 37 million.
Damn.
Which in today's money is about $91 million.
Hell yeah.
So it
Makes
made
money. It makes sense.
and it made a lot of sense. Rotten Tomatoes, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now this movie,
Haters.
this movie is it's a movie. It's a great movie. Critics,
Bitches.
91%.
Really? You see, you shit. You had me.
I did have
you.
You
Fucked
better
with
be-
me on that
It's
one.
called Action Bitch.
I'll see if I can't take some classes.
Sign up. We're running out of spaces. Okay, so
Fucking with me over here.
yeah, so 91%, which I was a little surprised about. Not that this movie isn't good, but
No, I think it's nobody is gonna say that the movie. Nobody wants to be like, oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna give it a 56%. Like, this movie is a hell of a movie. It is in your face. It makes you ask a lot of questions. In my personal opinion, there are no heroes in this movie. Nobody's perfect. It's laid out. The characters do what they do based on how their character was written. Nobody does something outside of their character in this movie.
True.
Which is very hard to find. A lot of movies nowadays, you'd be like, why the fuck did she say that? Or why the fuck did he do that? You know, that's not something that he would do. They do that to move the story along. Whereas in this movie, everybody is flawed. Which, from a critic's point of view, is perfect.
That's true.
So I think that that's why I got the 91, is because it didn't make the mistake of pandering to a structure. It didn't pull any punches.
Oh no, it did not. I agree with all of that. I think that is yeah, okay. So hold on. Audience, you ready for the audience? 89%. So they
89 is a running theme in this movie. Shit.
That's true. It is. So the audience enjoyed it and got it too. They knew what they were getting into. ZZ Fresh,
Lay it on me.
100%.
100%.
Casting, love it. Setting, love it. Wardrobe, love it. Quotable lines, it makes you think, it makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you angry.
It absolutely makes you angry.
It's all the emotions in one. Any generation of people can see and relate to it, I would think.
I think so. I think that, you know.
Like the scene where it just shows each different individual person hating on another race.
Life ain't nothing but a dry erase board.
Yeah, it's just like a circle
Running
of
things
just
coming back around.
everybody hating everybody. It don't matter what you are, you being hated on by somebody. And
Constant buildup, constant erosion.
yep. So what is the Jason joint? How do you feel about that one?
Is that the one for this week?
Well, I mean, I'm still trying. I'm filling it out.
You gonna get it.
But I think
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I think I would love to do that movie. I think that's hilarious. But I think I'm getting closer. The Jason joint is the closest so far to feeling like I want. What's the Jason joint?
Damn, I don't know. I haven't even thought about what I would give this movie. I would definitely give it a high rating. $6.5 million budget, and he got all these people to do it.
Legends to newcomers who are going to be legends.
I'm gonna give it a 95.
Okay.
And you're not gonna like why I took those 5 points away.
I'm not. Come at me.
Rosie Perez.
I'm not. I don't even know. I kind of don't want to hear the rest of your sentence. Go ahead.
Her character isn't rooted in anything. she's angry and she's playing this character, but her argument has no foundation. She's always talking shit to Mookie. She's always telling him, you need to be a man, you gotta, do this, do that, and the other. But then he's doing this, that, the other, and she's still not happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not a fan of her character.
This is how I see Tina. She's young.
Mm-hmm.
Mookie came over there talking some slick shit to her, and then she got pregnant.
Sure.
And now she's looking around and she's like, this was a big ass motherfucking mistake, because not only, I mean, yeah, he's got like a pizza delivery job, but he ain't ever there to take care of his kid. She hardly sees him, which also sucks. Like, she's just the angry baby mama.
She absolutely is, but her argument doesn't hold water. Most angry baby mamas, she plays New York very well.
Well, they need a real taste of it.
But an angry baby mama is angry about something. She doesn't really know what that is.
Well, I also
she wants both sides of the fence.
I think that
she wants him to be there.
Yeah.
But she wants him to pay for everything. She wants him to handle his business. She wants him to be financially stable.
Yeah.
She wants him to work less but make more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She has higher ambitions for him than he has for himself. But I also think that she thinks he's cheating on her, because there is a scene where he's like talking to some girl at the pizza place, and it kind of feels like more like he's like macking with her than like it's his homie from around the way.
She's unpleasable.
That's true. But
she's cussing in front of her own kid. And then immediately, like, don't fucking worry about what the fuck I'm doing with my fucking kid. It's my kid too. Get the fuck out of here. Stop fucking cussing in front of my son.
I let you name him Hector, so he's
right?
He's like, you don't even sound like a black name.
No.
He loves
so that's my 5-point takeaway is her character.
I don't think that her character is worth 5 points of a takeaway.
He's still got an A.
But can you remember the opening dance sequence? That's gotta mean something. Nope.
I like it. I like it very much.
I love it.
It's a little long.
My whole life I've loved it.
It's a little long.
My whole life I've loved it.
I've loved it. For the first 70% of it.
Damn.
I'd shave off 30% of that.
Okay, well, can I give you a fun fact?
Give me that fun fact.
I mean,
she looks, you know what it is? She looks angry. When she's dancing.
Because she's fighting the power.
She is fighting the power.
You can't smile
when
during
she's
fucking
dancing,
Public Enemy.
she's looking at the camera. She's looking at who's behind the camera, and she's mad because she's got to do another take.
Okay, so, okay.
You see the look on her face, and she's like, you're going to make me do this shit again. You want me to freestyle again. You want me to dance again.
Okay, bitch. Look, the opening dance sequence was inspired by the opening of Bye Bye Birdie. Have you seen Bye Bye Birdie?
I have not. I'm sorry.
Smashley?
I was in it.
You didn't show this bitch Bye Bye Birdie?
I didn't know her back then.
No, I'm just saying, just the movie.
It's not streaming anywhere.
Oh. I'm gonna find it because it's good. It's good. Or I'll at least show you the opening sequence.
Bye bye.
Which also was featured in Mad Men.
You know what I was saying about it getting hot? Shit.
Is it getting hot here?
It's getting hot in this suit.
So take off all your clothes.
That was last summer.
Oh
wait, is he gonna be there again?
This year?
I swear, if I get robbed of his finale again, shit. So if y'all don't know, we're going to Lovers and Friends. We already posted that on Instagram. We're going back. We had to do it again. Last year, they cut Nelly off before he got to do his closing number, which obviously was going to be hot in here. And it was hot out there. It was 105 degrees in Las Vegas. There was no shade whatsoever.
So true.
The water was hot.
Very hot.
We were hot out there. And Nelly was getting ready to do hot in here. And I'm telling you right now, everybody was going to take off their clothes.
We got about 10 seconds
robbed.
of the song, and they cut his mic. and we booed.
I was gonna take off my shirt. The ladies were gonna take off their shirts. It was gonna be.
I was already half naked. I
Dude.
was getting there.
We were gonna free everything. It was gonna be a party.
And somehow
And
we're
due
going
to
back.
time constraints,
Somehow we're
I'm
going
still
back.
mad.
We're
I'm
about
still
to be
mad.
hot.
Can you tell?
I every time I hear that song, I go, "Fuck! I didn't even get to hear him."
I'm
do it
not
live.
gonna feel good until he gets back on stage and I get to see it.
We're gonna look at each other and be like,
You ready?
"Are you ready? We've been
We're
waiting.
gonna lose
for
it
this.
all.
It's coming up." Here, hold
I'm
my.
gonna be like Mike and just. I don't care where the hat lands. I lost my hat last year too.
I'm gonna be like, "Hold my shorts."
Well, Brianna
Take
lost my
these
hat
off.
last year, but.
No fingers pointing. Okay, So-
Love you.
I will show you the Bye Bye Birdie.
Okay.
And Margaret does the opening. You're gonna love it. It's really cute. I
Okay.
mean, it is the white, like 60s, 50s
Of course.
version of this because it's not a sweaty, but it is just like the whole opening scene is her singing and dancing, and so that inspired what Rosie was doing.
Sure.
Now you might be right. I don't know how much of that is freestyled. She definitely probably choreographed it because she is
a
dancer.
choreographer.
Yeah.
Mhm, absolutely.
For the Fly Girls and In Living Color, she also was a Soul Train dancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, my fly girl Rosie Perez.
Yep. And that sequence alone took 8 hours. So
Dude, I'm sure she was pissed and exhausted.
yeah. And they kept making her change clothes and like do it again. So,
Everything.
So yeah, she could definitely. But that
And
song,
since
but
we're
that
on
song
her,
doesn't
like-
make you feel.
Being that we're on her, this was her first movie.
This,
You know, she had never done anything like this before.
oh no,
She'd done
she didn't.
dancing,
Yeah.
you know, but she'd never done a movie.
Can I?
Hit it. I know what you're going, so do it.
If you don't know how she got this part or how we, if this moment didn't happen,
Shit.
we wouldn't have Rosie Perez.
Absolutely.
So Spike Lee was having a birthday party in Los Angeles,
Mhm.
and Rosie Perez happened to be there, and so they ended up having the song "The Butt" came on.
Doing the butt.
Hey,
Ow, sexy.
which is from School Days, his movie that was previous to this one.
Why do I always think of that episode of Martin, though?
When
When Jesus got the
All
sculpture.
that love, yes. I'm. This song gives me a lot of feels and memories, and I do want to do that movie because Gina is in it.
School Days.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know why I was thinking of Martin.
Yeah,
That's a show.
she also in that.
She's in it. She's in it. Here,
Yeah.
she's in a couple episodes.
Yeah, you know, almost all of them. So once that came on, somehow there became a butt dance. And so she was up there on top of a speaker, you know, doing the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Sex that, sex
Oh
that.
yeah.
And Spike Lee saw her and he's like, what the fuck, this bitch? So he grabs security and he's like, honey, you got to come down. And she was like scared that she was going to get in trouble because, you know, she's at some Hollywood party
Mhm.
fucking up. And when they pulled her down, she started cussing at him and he fell in love with her voice. He's like, oh my God, like, where are you from? And she's like, Brooklyn. And he's like, oh my God, like, where? And they were like, lived very close to each other, grew up close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, look, here's my card. Call me. I want to put you in a movie. Like, this is fate. Remember this night. This is fate. Like, and she's like, yeah, okay, cool. And so her friend who she was with was like, do you know who that is? And she's like, no. She's like, that's fucking Spike Lee. He just did School Days, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm not an actor. I'm a dancer, so it doesn't matter. So when they leave, she goes and throws the card in the trash and it misses. And her friend like dove down and picked it up like, oh shit, bitch, you ain't throwing this shit away. It's Spike Lee. And so like the next day, the friend calls and he's like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the one with the voice. Like, I want to talk to her. And so he did, and he made her audition,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest is history.
Absolutely.
And that's how we got Miss Rosie Perez. I fucking love it.
Shit. I'm glad you told me all that because I didn't know the full story. I didn't know about the dancing and the doing the butt or the cops or anything. I heard just like he heard her yelling and talking shit, and then he like was like, whose voice is that? Who is that? So I'm glad that I got the full story.
That's the full tea. I read articles and I watched an interview that Rosie said that. So I liked it. She was just like, I don't know who the fuck this person. I don't know. And so because he cast her, Tina became Puerto Rican.
Sure.
Like he wasn't
And
that.
his son was named Hector.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever meant to be in the script.
Sure.
But
I mean, you know, back then, how many kids? That kid is probably my age.
yeah.
You know. And you remember my boy Nelson. You know, he is from the same time, the same area. Shit, could have been Spike Lee's kid right there.
Right there.
God damn. I miss that dude. I gotta call him.
Give him a call. You have anything on Rosie?
That's what I wanted to talk about was, you know, we could talk about Rosie.
I mean, we definitely
the
have.
cows come home. We
have
can talk
talked-
about all of her accolades. If y'all want to tune into that, go see White Men Can't Jump episode.
That's
Hello.
what I was gonna say.
I
We
love
already
it.
talked
Do you?
about her. So if you want to learn a little bit more about her, because she is our fly girl.
Absolutely.
But I do have one thing that I did read about. So Rosie was a little uncomfortable doing the Ice Cube scene.
Sure.
It's her first movie. She's like early 20s. And she kind of feels manipulated and
I'm pretty sure that's not her titties.
no, that's her.
That's her? Okay.
That's her.
Okay.
So when she got there, I don't think she really knew the extent of what like she was gonna have to do.
Okay.
So when the cameras were rolling, she just started crying and she couldn't help it.
Poor
And
thing.
so the producer and the cinematographer like cut and they were like, you know, it's okay, like it's fine, like trying to calm her down. Spike was a little upset, like, what the fuck? Like, I hired you for this, like that's what, you know, this is what we're doing. I mean, I'm sure now that he's older and wiser, he'd be more sensitive to the idea of, you know, a young woman bearing her titties to the world. But because of her crying, is why you don't see like face and titties. Because we only got what we got. And after they did a little nipple play, they just moved on to other body parts, and that's why there are so many other sexual things that he does with eyes.
I mean, there's more to a woman than just her titties.
I agree. Because
I think it
I
got,
am a woman.
you know, the proper amount of time. It didn't need any more attention than that. You know,
I agree.
all those lips, all those hips,
Yeah.
all those honey dips.
Yeah, he just on a knee all over her body.
To quote the great Big Time, who is in this movie.
Oh yes, he is. And so like just hearing that story, and I don't think that she still to this day feels like it was, because when you see it, it is sexual, but it's also very artistic in a way. Like, you know, it's the first time that we saw something like that where it wasn't like him just getting it in.
Sure.
So I appreciate that. And like you said, like when you were
Yeah,
young,
it could have very easily been just a sex scene
Yeah.
where he starts with the ice cubes and it moves into sex. Obviously, that was not what he was after.
Nah, he did
Because
that.
there's
And
not
then
a
he had
single frame in which they are fucking.
No, because he leaves. He's like, I gotta go. He leaves her all wet. Yeah, I gotta go back to work. I'm supposed to just drop this pizza off. I've been here about 2 hours rubbing. I saw your titties. So, like,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, no,
He came there, he tried to make her feel better, and then he
did.
took off.
he did.
And she's still mad. Can't please her.
But I love Tina. Rosie Perez is my fave.
I love
bitch.
Rosie Perez. I don't love Tina.
Her outfits are the cutest. She's the best dancer. She never wears a bra. Live in the dream. Her voice is amazing. So, yeah, that's what I got on Miss Rosie.
All right. Well, we should talk about Mr. Spike Lee, aka plays Mookie in this one.
Mookie.
You know, this is his third full-length feature, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Before this was School Days and what's it called? Shit, I'm spacing on it right now. You got the book.
Let's see, what's the first one? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's his fam.
It's his family.
I love your fam. She's got to have it. Is that what it is?
She's got to have it. That's what it is.
That is
There you
what
go.
it is.
Which one of those was where he told Hallie, he's like, I can't have you, Ness. You're too fine.
You're just too damn fine. She is, especially when she's back in the fucking.
Yeah. I like the self-fulfilling prophecy that he's got going on. Because the first time we see him, he's in a Jordan jersey. And then immediately does the Jordan commercial.
He does. My dad has a shirt. He still has a shirt that
Uh-huh.
has Jordan like palming Spike Lee's head. And,
No
like,
shit.
Yeah. And he's all gangly wearing his like,
Oh my God.
1990s Spike Lee outfit.
Mhm.
Looking great. We've talked about Spike Lee. We've done Crooklyn.
We did Crooklyn.
I believe there's a lost episode that me and Lenny did.
Oh. Of Crooklyn?
No,
I thought we did that.
4 Bloods, 5 Bloods,
The Five Bloods.
the
Yeah.
5 Bloods.
Yeah. Okay.
So that might come out one day, but
Copy that.
we definitely do have him for Crooklyn.
Gotcha. Well, in this movie, he plays Mookie, and like I said earlier, there's no heroes in this movie. This is a lay it out movie. This is the reality. This is 1989. This is this environment. This is how these specific people are. None of them are perfect. A lot of them are ugly in character. I would say if there is a good person in this whole thing, it's the mayor.
The mayor and sister, mother sister.
Mother sister, sure.
Spike's sister, Mookie's sister.
Oh yeah, she's the voice of reason too.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold for a second.
I will hold for just a second. While you're doing your thing, I'm gonna give you a fun fact.
Give it to me.
And that is that if you notice, he's using the same music that he uses in He Got Game.
Oh, we did that too.
We did do He Got Game. I love that movie, which is why it struck a chord with me. Those symphonies, those violins, all that. I don't know if it's the same song or the same conductor, but that music is in He Got Game.
Okay.
When Ray Allen at the end is at what is it, Big State, and he's shooting alone in the court, and then that Denzel throws the basketball up in the air, and then all of a sudden it lands in the gym. Same music. So I do know that he uses the same composer for a lot of his movies.
He has a style of music, especially in his late 80s, early 90s. He does a lot of which a lot of people in those time periods did. They would have like the jazz saxophone playing, like, Lethal Weapon does it a lot too, where it gets that type of feel. I also remember hearing it in What's Love Got to Do with It? It's just like a feeling, the sound of like that decade. I feel like he doesn't do that much anymore, but it probably is the same composer.
Well, the composer is Bill Lee.
Oh, his dad.
His dad.
His dad is a composer. I
I
figured
think
he did most of his movies.
I think that's what it is. I think it's his music, which, is smart. One, it's great music.
And
it's
I get
beautiful.
to pay my dad, or it's free.
And you get to
either
pay
way.
your dad, and probably at, while it is a great pay for his dad to make, probably cheaper than, say, licensing music from the Rolling Stones or some shit.
Yep.
Who the hell knows how much they charge? You making another one? Hell yeah.
You said you want another. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so we're out of the.
We're out of the lime already? Shit, that was quick.
So we raspberry in it. Or strawberry.
She had a raspberry popsicle. Damn,
kind-
one syllable too many.
The kind you buy at
In the
grocery-
frozen
the frozen
aisle. Okay, now is the time. Was Mookie right? That is the question.
I think his anger was right.
Mm-hmm.
I think if what he wanted to do was anger everybody else as well,
He was the catalyst.
he was right.
Everybody else was ready,
hmm
and he lit the match.
I ain't mad at him for what he did because it needed to be done. But in the process of doing that, the person who lost the most was Mookie. Like, Sal's going to get insurance money,
Sure,
but Mookie, you out of a job.
sure.
The neighborhood, they're all going to go.
But he didn't have that job for very long.
How do you know that?
They talk about it earlier in the movie.
What do they say?
They say that he kind of like goes from job to job, and are you going to keep this one?
Oh, his censor does say that.
For one, he's all about making that money. That being said, I don't think he should have picked up that 200. He already stood his ground. He drew the line. He's like, no, I owe you $50. You keep it. You keep it. You know what I mean? And then at the end, he picks up that $200 and he walks off with it. That, I think, it goes into my 95%. Because he already stated, I owe you $50. He already stated, I make $250 a week. I'm a man. I earn my money. And then he picked up that $200. No. You should have left that $200 on the ground.
I think that you should have not said shit and took that 500 and be like, whatever, Sal, bitch, I'm taking this money.
Nah, because that lessens his character.
Nah, because what Mookie says, he's like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna make
that money.
That's all he cares
Doesn't
about.
mean that it has to come from Sal, though.
It doesn't.
And Sal already overpaid him. And Sal throwing 500 at him, even though he knows that he only makes $250 a week, is him saying, fuck you. I don't need you, and this money don't mean shit because you don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm. Either take the money and don't say shit, or say your shit and leave the money.
Nah, he was right in his first instinct of saying, you know what? I make $250 a week. Take this 200 back. I owe you $50. I don't need you. I'm a man. I stand on my own. I make my money with or without you.
Definitely.
And then he took that $200, which definitely lessened his character.
It just made him real. Like you said, everybody's flawed.
Yeah. That being said, him throwing the trash can into the window.
Right thing?
I don't know. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yeah, I feel your anger and something needs to be done.
Yeah. Is Sal the villain? No.
No, I
don't believe that Sal is the villain.
I think
I think that Sal loves the community. I think that there are some bad eggs in every community.
Yeah.
And I think that his son is one of them.
He sees that too. I think as a kid, I thought he was the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult watching this, I feel really bad for him. He seems like he's a good guy. Like you said, he cares about his community.
Absolutely.
When he was like...
And like
when
he was...
Vino was saying shit to him about things, he's like, there's kids out there that grew up on my food.
And she says it.
And she
the
says
girl
that.
says it.
She
I
said,
grew up on Sal's Pizza.
I ain't going.
I'm about to go get a slice right now. You know
because they care.
And again, it's not about the money.
Even when he went to the old people, the old guys on the corners, they're like, you better get out of here. The mayor was like, get out of here. he treats the mayor with respect.
Mhm.
He gives him money just to sweep up.
Absolutely.
When he sees
he has a sense of
Smiley-
community.
Yeah, when he sees Smiley, he's polite to
Yeah,
him.
he tries to defuse that situation because he realizes he's stuck between a difficult situation. He's got this kid who is on the spectrum, and his son is not being empathetic whatsoever. His son is a hothead. His son is a racist. His son has had a bad day, and it's hot outside,
Mhm.
but he's still his son. How do I defuse this situation
Mhm.
while not diminishing my son? Let me try to give this guy a couple bucks. He failed in that situation. He should have cut it off sooner. He should have stopped his son before he went outside.
Yeah,
As soon as he started pounding on the glass, he
I'm
should have been
like,
like, hey,
hey.
hey, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Leave Smiley alone. He ain't doing shit.
Sal is not the villain.
I don't think so, and I feel bad for him because he
Mhm.
does lose.
He loses a
his
lot.
business.
And like Mookie said, he's going to get over on the insurance. He's not losing financially.
But
He's losing personally. He put his time, his years, his blood, sweat, tears, and effort into this place. Like he said, every light socket, every tile, he fucking put in there himself.
yeah, and it's not even that he's losing these kids he helped raise.
Absolutely.
Because even though he's going to get insurance money, he's not going to set up shop there again.
No, he can't.
He can't set up, so
No.
he's got to go.
He's got to start over too. He's got to start in another community.
And build their trust
Mhm.
and loyalty and raise other children.
Absolutely.
Okay, so can I give you a fun fact?
Give me that fun
I
fact.
think you're going to fucking love this fact.
Oh.
Do you want to know what happens to Mookie after this movie?
Absolutely.
Okay, so in the movie Red Hook Summer, which is another Spike Lee joint from 2012, I believe,
Okay.
Mr. Mookie makes an appearance.
No shit.
And so not only does he make an appearance, but
He makes that money.
Spike Lee does a podcast with what's his name?
Don't say John Turturro.
The guy who plays Vino.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
No shit.
Like he came on his, right? Yeah,
Oh wow.
he came on his podcast and he asked him what he thought happened to Mookie, and here it is. Okay, so Sal, he gets his insurance money and he has to leave.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And he moves to Red Hook because there is a Sal's famous pizza in that movie. And he hires all these different people to deliver pizza, and nobody gets it there on time. Nobody, when they get it there, it's cold, or when they get it there, the pizza's all on one side. And Mookie has his own like technique. This is all real. I swear to, I'm not making any of this up.
Okay. He talks about this shit.
He does. Mookie has his own way about transporting his fucking pizza.
Yeah.
And that he's the
So
best.
that it doesn't end up like that.
Exactly. So since Sal couldn't find anybody, he calls Mookie up and he's like, "Look, brother, I need you. I need you to deliver my pizzas." And he's like, "You know what? I'll come back under one condition. If you put a black motherfucker on that wall."
No shit.
And Sal was like, "You know what? Fine. And Mookie comes back.
No shit.
And-
wow.
Mookie and Tina get married but divorce.
Okay.
And he made money delivering pizzas and put baby Hector to college doing it.
And what is this? This is another movie?
There is another movie. Not all of that is in it.
But some of this is from the podcast.
Some of it's from the podcast
Okay.
of like his lineage of putting the black picture on the wall,
Mhm.
and that people couldn't deliver pizza right because he's got his technique down.
Mhm.
And he does show his technique in Red Hook. Like he
Mhm.
shows how he does
Yeah.
the shit.
And those are questions that we got to ask also. Is it right for Bugging Out to demand that you put famous black people on the wall? Is it right for Radio Raheem to be upset about turning off his radio while he's in the pizzeria.
Okay. Bugging out. Nah, dude, it's this dude's restaurant. Plus,
It's the man's restaurant.
It's
It's
an
his-
Italian pizza restaurant.
Mhm.
So why wouldn't there be Italian people? It's like me going to a Mexican restaurant and be like, "You got
Yeah.
Cesar Chavez on the wall. It's Selena." Like,
You go
what
into
the
a
fuck?
black owned
business,
and
we
they got a
Martin
bunch of
Luther
black
King and Obama.
prominent people on the wall. You're not gonna say, "Hey, how come you ain't got no Mexicans on the wall? How come you ain't got no Italians on the wall?" You know, because it's my fucking business. It's my fucking wall.
Now,
I'm proud to be a black man. That's why I have these people on the wall. Sal is proud to be an Italian American. That's why he has these people on the wall.
but also, you being in a black neighborhood would make your customers happier. I would be like, Sal, what if we put famous people from Brooklyn up there
That's a good
in
one.
general, so you could have like,
You got the Tyson thing right outside.
and you got like, is Run DMC from Brooklyn?
I don't know.
I guess you could put. I'm thinking Beastie Boys.
No. If I'm not mistaken,
Are they
wait,
from
Run
Brooklyn or are they from Queens?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, New Yorkers. It's
I know LL's
know-
from Queens.
He is from Queens. Maybe that's why I think they're from Queens, because they like came out around the same time. Either way, there's got to
The
be.
point is, Bugging Out came at it completely wrong.
He's definitely in the wrong. And I would try to be like, Sal, hey, can we get some people who are from Brooklyn up
Yeah.
here? That would be really cool.
And he hyped up Radio Raheem.
he did. He was just looking.
You
Radio
know,
Raheem.
Radio
was just
Raheem
looking for
already let
something.
it go. And he conceded to turning off his radio,
Here's the thing.
which he didn't do any other time.
I am not a fan of people playing their music loud and walking into an area that I'm into and playing their music loud. People
No,
who
it's
do
disrespectful.
That, it drives me nuts. And I totally understand being upset like Sal and be like, bitch, turn that off. When you're in here, it's not on because
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your boo-boo music.
Yeah.
I don't
At the
wanna
end of
hear
the
that.
day, this is Sal's famous pizzeria. Sal makes the rules.
Get your own fucking pizzeria.
Exactly. And that's what he says. You know?
So I think they're both in the wrong. I feel bad because Sal definitely did not want any of that to happen. He didn't want Radio Raheem to die.
No, definitely didn't.
But Radio Raheem was choking the shit out of him. Like, he could have died
He
himself.
was. He could have died himself. That being said, these motherfucking cops.
It's the cops who... If anyone is wrong, it's the cops.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anybody.
And they
ever
were.
did.
If there's a villain in this movie, it's the cops.
Yeah.
Because they don't do a motherfucking thing when
No.
Homeboy gets his car all watered up. They don't give a shit.
Well,
They're just phoning in their day.
if I was them, I wouldn't give a shit about that either. That's a waste of my fucking time.
I mean, it is. But at the same time, you are there to protect and serve the people. This dude is a part of the community. You can't make him feel like you don't give a fuck about him.
They were taken down. What are their names?
Yeah, Mo and Joe.
Mo and Joe Black.
They're
They're brothers? Yes.
And that being said, excessive force immediately. The fact that he's got his baton right here and then he's got it locked back up here and he's arching his own fucking back to lift big ass Radio Raheem off of his fucking feet. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Can I get real with you?
Go ahead.
I'm about to give you some real facts here. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, this character, Radio Raheem, not necessarily his character, but his demise comes from a real event, obviously.
Of course.
A real event that happened in 1983 and also happens in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
It's not changing. So, in 1983, there was this guy named Michael Stewart. He was a young black artist. Did you know about Michael Stewart?
I've heard of him. I don't know the full story.
He's a young black artist who was hanging around the people, likes the people of like Fat Five Freddy and Keith Harrison.
They talk about him in this movie.
And Andy Warhol and like even Madonna. Like he was hanging out with all these type of New Yorker art scene people in like the early 80s. And he was even a dancer in Madonna's 1983 Everybody come on, dance and sing. You can see him. He's like in there dancing and shit. And he was working as like a model. Like this guy was like,
Picturesque.
yeah, he was doing artwork. Like this dude was like,
He was an artist.
he was a all around artist. And one night he was arrested for allegedly graffiti with a Sharpie on a wall in a subway.
I call bullshit.
And so at this time they were cracking down on graffiti. And so he got arrested, and they said that he like fell down the stairs and was irate and was resisting arrest, and that they handcuffed him and beat him and then hogtied him and continued beating him and like choked him out and continued beating him, and then finally got an ambulance to take him to the hospital. And when he arrived, he was in a coma, and like I think it was like 13 days later, he died.
Yeah.
And in the process of all of this, the 11 cops pretty much were
Scott fucking free.
exonerated.
I'm sure.
Even the ones that didn't beat and that were just watching, they were exonerated.
Yeah.
And this just turned into a huge thing. I think it was one of the first like really big thing of the 80s to like shake up New York
Yeah.
when it came to excessive force by police. So people like Madonna had a benefit concert in honor of him. People started protesting in the streets. Keith Haring did a work of art in honor of him. John Michael Bosant, he's a great artist too. Like they all did a bunch of artwork in his honor. Even Spike Lee dedicated this movie to him. And of course the family sued like a libel suit and got like a 1.7, but like what's really
What?
the
Yeah.
purpose?
That's not a fucking trade-off.
Yeah. But his mom was a strong black woman who continued to fight for his honor and tried to get things changed in the police force. And she did make some progress, but damn sure not enough. So, I mean, when you watch that scene, which is very hard to watch,
It's
just
very
remember
hard to watch.
that there are young people of all races that get this. Like this happens too.
Absolutely. And Ashley had never seen this movie before. I showed it to her the other day.
Okay.
And it was very difficult for her to watch this particular scene.
Yeah, especially
And,
when you don't know it's
I'm
coming.
hearing her like, and she's saying like, why is he fighting back? If he just goes limp, he'll be okay. And it's like, no, that's not the case.
Now,
like,
once they got
in
there, they were going to kill him.
1989, even now,
Yeah.
Your life is not promised as soon as you get into an altercation. This man is fighting for his life because he knows that if he concedes, if he submits to these cops, that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean that he's going to make it home. That just means that he's at their mercy.
And this is the time of no body cams, no cell phones,
No body cams, no
security
cell phones, none of that
cameras,
shit.
None of that shit. So it's he say, she said. So definitely when they got there in this movie, they were going to kill him. But a month ago here in our Lord's 2023, 11 cops practically, I don't know how many cops, but about 11 cops beat up a cuffed man and killed, and he was in a coma and was killed. We are literally repeating something that happened in 83.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like 40 years ago. I don't. It's just this movie definitely was a pick that I knew that was going to be difficult, but like this is one of the greatest movies.
It is. It absolutely is.
And so,
How you doing?
I'm gonna lighten it up real quick.
Yeah.
Because it's intense. All right, so all the scenes that the old men on the corners do, it's all motherfucking improv.
Ha!
All of it.
Wait, was the name improv?
I don't think the name is improv.
Okay.
Sweet Dick
Willie.
Willie. I feel like that was.
If y'all don't know who Sweet Dick Willie is, he is played by the late, great Robin Harris.
I Love him.
He's so
We
good.
briefly talked about
And
him.
he really takes a piss on that wall. I don't know if you know.
I don't know that.
You see the stream. You don't see the sweet dick, but you see the stream.
Everything is movie magic to me.
Nah, not back then.
This was
No, Spike's not paying that extra money for that VFX of the stream.
The digital. Maybe he's
No.
just holding a water bottle
That's practical effects right there.
with a hole in it, and he's just. I don't know. It's great. I love their whole scene. I love their discussion about black owned businesses and him being like, I don't care, I'll spend my money right now, bitch. I'm about to go over there. Like,
oh, about the Korean store owner?
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
like all of it.
And as he's walking across the street, he's like, hey, don't be talking all that shit. You came off a boat too, motherfucker. Coconut, whatever he says.
So I love them.
No, they're great.
They're a great relief. I hate that the cops look at them and they're like, what a waste. They're like, they're old ass niggas just sitting on the fucking corner drinking on a summer day.
Right?
Like, leave them the fuck alone.
Shit.
They ain't bothering
They
nobody.
did every single one of them worked a job,
Had some
did their
kids,
thing.
probably.
Now is collecting a little bit of Social Security, whatever it is, living their life.
Hey, and those are the people you should be nice to and talk to because
Absolutely.
they keeping an eye on the neighborhood.
Mhm.
They watching the children. I mean, Demare saved the fucking baby from like getting hit by a car.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The kid lie on him,
Little man lied.
but the
He's
mama.
scared. He's scared of his mom.
He is too. He is. But I mean, you can't lie when the whole neighborhood saw. You gotta go confess. Literally the whole neighborhood saw it and saw your ass being beat. Like that sucks. But
He's not gonna lie again.
not to his mama.
That being said, was his mom right for whooping his ass in front of everybody?
Yes, she was. She did the right thing. She did the right thing. He will never run in the middle of the street without looking both ways because he's gonna think the mayor is gonna tackle him to the ground or his mom's gonna whoop his ass. I'm cool with that. He ain't ever gonna lie to her, not in public anyway.
Little man's learning life lessons left and right.
Left and right. Damaris trying to pay him to go to the liquor store to
And
buy
he's
him
teaching
liquor.
him. He's teaching him. What's it called? Negotiation.
Yeah, he said, how much it costs for you to go to the store?
He's literally teaching him negotiation and economics.
50 cents. All right. Come on.
How am I supposed to know? I don't know what you want me to buy. Boy, you too smart for your own good.
You are, because I would have, as a kid, I would have thought how much you're paying me to go. That would have been my, but I'm also the youngest child. And, you had to pay me to do things. Yeah, with the curls. Yeah, so I always, you had to pay me to do shit. So I would have already knew what he was talking about, but this kid, not so much.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Can we talk about Samuel Jackson for a second?
I have no fun facts on him.
I don't got any fun facts. I just love
We already talked about
his whole vibe that he's got going on.
I love his
He's
like
got his
Hawaiian
DJ booth
shirt.
setting up. Well, he's got his Hawaiian shirt until they spray the water on his ass.
And then he
immediately
rips it open.
rips that shit off, takes his hat off, puts on another hat like he's in a new situation.
He's
He's
gotta
like,
have
"Oh,
that."
you want to throw some water? Let me get my water hat on." Skinny ass young Samuel Jackson.
I love it. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I love it.
And they do a similar shot. He's got the nose hairs. And
Yeah, he
everything
do
like
got
that.
the. I was
With
looking
the
hard at it.
mustache
I'm
and
so
like-
sorry, bro. I didn't mean to, but it's just a close
Hey.
up right here.
Brad, he's not, he's done like a movie or two at this point,
Yeah,
and Spike didn't tell him how close he was on him, I'm sure.
he didn't. He
He
probably
didn't tell you I
struggled.
was on a extreme close up on you. I could see up your nose.
You're like, dang, why didn't you tell me I would have, did a little cutting? Who knew you gonna zoom in on my brain?
He
What the
still
fuck?
works with him. He talks about it. He talks about working with Spike, and Spike doesn't do things the way that normal directors do. So he'll call him up and be like, "Hey, I got this new movie. You want to be in it? What's the role? Such and such. Yeah, I'm in. All right, we're starting in June. All right, I'll be there. That's it.
I mean,
That's all they talk about.
you can call me like that, Spike. I'll do anything. If you just said I need you to deliver coffee to set every day at this time, On it. On it.
There you go.
Did you know that it took Spike 2 weeks to write the script?
Really? Damn.
Oh, yes.
I got some work to do.
And he was writing Mo Better Blues on this set.
Nice.
Like how you have, I don't understand how people have time to.
He does, and why is he writing like he's running out of time?
Does he know something we don't know?
Clearly.
I want to know how you can focus on this project that is so intense and so involved, because not only are you directing, but you're like the main focus of this movie, which is something that he doesn't use. Like his character usually isn't the main focus.
Sure.
But like he is the through line through this whole thing. And you're in another brain space where you're writing a whole completely other different movie that's a whole different other field. Like not even
few
close
people
to this.
know how to do that. Stallone was writing Rambo while he was working on Rocky.
Yeah, I don't think my brain could do that. I mean, I haven't tried, but
My brain can do it, but I haven't come across a project that you got to have. If you're going to write something like that, it's got to be something that grabs you and something that keeps calling to you, to the point where I write on my phone because something comes to me and I have to write it down before it goes away.
I think that I could see, I wouldn't see me writing a script, but I could definitely see me having a notebook and writing like bullet points of things that I want to happen, or like how I see the character. I could see that, but like full out writing dialogue, like I do edit.
Doo-doo.
I did say doo-doo. I do edit like this podcast and research for the next podcast at the same time. So I guess, but it's not.
You got to love both things. That's the thing.
That's crazy.
You got to be in love with what you're doing and what you're about to do.
That's so crazy.
That being said, let's we got a lot of actors to get through.
I know.
So let's talk about these people. And we can start with the most hateful or hated one, Pino, Mr. John Turturro. Love John Turturro. Hate Pino.
Okay.
He is a straight up racist. He is abusive to his brother. He wants out of this neighborhood. Like, I think in his mind, he would love it if his dad sold this restaurant. I think he's happy about what happened because he knows that he's finally out of this neighborhood. Do you think that he really wants to be black? Do you remember the conversation that him and Spike have?
Oh, yeah.
No?
I think that he is one of those white people who, like he says, he sees us different. Michael Jordan isn't black. Prince isn't black.
Eddie Murphy isn't black.
You know?
The fuck do you mean?
Like O.J. Simpson, before he fucked up his whole world, said that he wasn't black, he was O.J. Like, you know, like there's in some people's mind.
In other words, he's trying to say that certain people can transcend their race.
And that's what fucking Pino is saying, is that these are the elite. These are the black excellence that we can get behind. But the rest of you niggas are trash. It's like pretty much, if you're just a regular schmo, Joe Schmo, then you're a nigga. But if you can,
which says a lot about his character in the first place.
If you can moonwalk across the stage, if you can dunk, if you can make him laugh in a big ass movie, then you are not black. I don't think he wants to be black because he doesn't care about our culture. He likes just the snippets of our culture.
Yeah. No, I'll agree with that.
But he did read Farrakhan's book, which, I mean...
Did he?
He said he did.
He says he reads.
He does say, you read. If I take what he said at point blank value, he's reading black culture books, so maybe he is.
Sure. I'll give
He
it
can't
him.
Google or watch a YouTube video really quick. He has to get that information from somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, where does he get his hate from? Because it's not from his dad,
And it's not from his brother.
and it's not from his brother, and he's abusive as shit to his brother.
It's from his friends.
Yeah,
That's why he's mad. My friends
Yeah.
laugh at me.
that's what it is.
Why they
He's
laugh at you
The
because you
peer
sell
pressure
pizza.
of his friends.
You sell pizza to people. And yeah, they're black, but they're buying your pizza. Your business is successful.
He's also lazy as fuck.
for decades. He is lazy as fuck. I hate people who are when they're like, "Hey, go sweep up
I'm
front."
second in command. Get the fuck out of here.
I say shit like that too, but I'm also a person who gets shit done, and I go do it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to pass it
The
off.
worst
to people.
kind of boss.
He's like, I know that he asked you to do it before I even got here.
And his dad is got to be frustrated, man.
He is.
You know,
You see,
how
it
does he? The whole time he's thinking like, how do I reach my son?
yeah,
You know,
that
how do I
scene when-
get him to understand?
That scene
He's
with
got a
him
young
and
man's perspective. He's got a young, hateful man's perspective.
the scene with him and Smiley, them and Smiley,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes outside, and Sal is just like with his head down. That's exactly what he's thinking. Like, how do I fucking deal with this before he hurts somebody in the community that he cares about? Like, because he does care about. I mean, I know Sal's not racist because he's sitting there hitting on Mookie's sister.
Yeah,
like,
he
he's
is.
trying to get all up in there.
He is.
He's trying to dip his toes in that chocolate. He was. And she was feeling him. She was.
We were just talking about the 6 cents earlier. You dipping in the chocolate? Come on. What's your wife's bra size? 36. 36 what? C. 36C!
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know.
Can we talk about him real quick? Can we talk about Sal?
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Let's sal it up.
Mr. Danny Aiello,
Mr. Danny Aiello.
also known as Phil Cantone.
We've already talked about him. He showed up in,
Harlem Nights,
I feel like there was another one.
Lucky Number 11,
We haven't done that.
Godfather.
We only did part 2. No.
That's the one.
Is he in the...
Tony Rosado.
Wait,
Wait, did we do part 2?
Me and Lenny did part 2.
Oh, I wasn't there.
You weren't. I'm sorry. We could do part 1.
We got to do part 1.
Okay, yeah, because he is there. I remember now, he improv'd his line where he says, like, Mulza Grazie says hello or whatever, and he, like, chokes him out. He chokes him out.
Mhm.
Yeah. And he improv'd it, and Scorsese was like, I like it, keep it. And so, like, that was, like, one of his... You're right. Okay, we've talked about it a couple times. What else? He in. Is that it?
Not Scorsese.
No. Oh my God. I bet Drake can.
It's okay.
I mean, if it's a
Coppola.
if it's a mobster movie, initially I'm gonna think that is
Francis Coppola.
Yes, yes. I know who.
The wine guy. Yes, y'all. He made some movies back in the day.
I do remember. I've just been drinking for hours. Okay,
So I'll give you something that most people don't know about Danny Aiello.
give it to me.
First acting job, 43 years old.
That's how old he was.
That's how old he was.
For what? What was the first?
It was like a TV guest spot.
It's never too late, y'all.
Never too late. I told Joe that the other day. Joe's good. Joe's in
He
my movie.
actually did do really good.
I
way
always
better
say
than
that,
I
like,
thought.
Joe is like the Mexican Danny DeVito, but I don't think that that's true. I think he's the Mexican Joe Pesci. You know what I mean?
You said
He
Danny
can be
DeVito.
funny,
Yeah,
but he can also be dangerous.
I was like, yeah, I don't see Danny DeVito, but I see Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci, right?
Yeah.
His name is Joe. Shit.
Duh. Or a Danny Trejo.
Yeah. Hey, never too late. Joe, first of all, why aren't you listening to the podcast?
What? He's
Second,
not?
I don't know.
You
Better be. I'm going to call your mom.
I'm going to call your mama.
But that being said, Danny Aiello, I've always enjoyed watching him on set, on movies. He's got a small spot in one of my favorite movies, Lucky Number 11.
Mm-hmm,
That is a great fucking movie. He plays Roth,
It's been a long time.
dies real quick.
Yeah.
Spoiler, but you know, the movie came out in 2007, so if you haven't seen it, that's your fault.
Wait,
Mm.
that's not him. That's not him in The Last Dragon, right? No.
No. Different guy. Completely different guy. I
It
know who you're
is.
talking about.
It is.
Okay. No.
Okay.
That's
That's
the dude
why-
from Dumb and Dumber.
Literally, that's why I was like, nah, it's not.
Name
but
not on the top of my dome right now, but
Sorry, bro. I'm bad with names.
no. He is forever Phil Cantone from Harlem Nights.
I mean, just because your name is Lady Heroin doesn't mean you got to do it. I know that's not his line. I know that's not his line, but that's. I think about that.
No, he's the one that knocks out Tommy in the elevator.
He does knock out Tommy.
Pardon me, ma'am.
He's like, what the
Are you
fuck?
with this gentleman? No, I'm not.
Yep, out.
Mr. Can, what is his name? Not Phil Cantone. Mr. Calhoun said I should cut his throat. So cut it.
I do have a fun
Phil
fact about
Cantone's
him.
bad. Go for it.
Do you know
The Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yes, I know the Muffin Man.
He lives on Drury Lane. Okay, did you know that his son is in this movie?
What? Who is it?
Oh, I love when I get you. Okay,
Who is it?
you're not gonna like who he is.
I already know. Fuck me.
He's a cop.
The one that kills him.
The one that
The
kills
big
him.
ass tall cop.
That's his son. He's been in a lot of things. He's not an actor anymore.
Damn.
But yeah,
I hated him.
I hate him too.
Fucking hated him. The moment you see him with that fucking mustache and that voice.
He reprises his role in Jungle Fever. So
Motherfucker.
Spike liked working with him.
I mean, I'm
You know,
sure he's a
Bam
great
Bam.
person. It's just the character. You know
He
what I
just
mean?
played
We
a
talked about
big
this
cop.
earlier with like Low Down Dirty Shame. When Peaches walks up to homeboy that plays Chad. Chad! Knocks his ass out.
Who was I saying I was gonna do that to?
I don't remember.
Oh, now I don't remember. Oh, the dude from The Walking Dead that got Noah killed.
Oh, that's right.
I was like, if I saw that fool in person, I'd be like, you did a great job, but fuck you, I hate you so much. How dare you? Noah was a great guy.
Hey, sometimes you get close to a character, and if they get fucked over, you're mad at whoever fucked him over.
Mad. Okay, so do you want a fun fact?
Give me that fun fact.
You want to talk about the true star of this movie? Sal's famous pizza shop.
Oh, shit. What?
Well, Sal's favorite pizza shop is not real. I am so sorry to tell you that.
You had me so built up
I
right
totally
now.
did. I am so sorry. I'm about to break your heart. So the producers and them found an empty lot and they built that shit.
Okay.
They burnt that shit down and then they tore that shit down. So
Wow.
you can't go see it. You can't go get no pizza. There's no Italian people on the wall.
Are they gonna
None
do a
of that.
pop up in LA like they did for Coming to America? McDowell's.
I don't know. Are they? I hope
Hey,
so.
that sexual
Please.
chocolate shake was fantastic.
Please, I will come get this pizza. I'm totally
Them
down.
Zamunda fries. Shit.
You got it. Is there another one coming soon?
I don't know. I'll check it out.
Please.
Talk
So-
to your boy Jerry Ferrera. It's his it's his place.
Well, that's the
I like
pizza
that a
shop.
lot.
I'm sorry. I was hoping that it was a real place too, because I was looking forward to go into eat some pizza.
That'd be awesome if it was.
But it's not.
But
Somebody should make it.
If they do a pop up, I hope they have Italians and black people on the wall.
Picture this. Spike Lee opens his own pizza shop, but he calls it Sal's Favorite Pizza. He opens it in Brooklyn.
That man doesn't need any money.
I'm not saying he's doing it for money. He's doing it for me.
He's got an Oscar.
He does. But that don't mean he can't use a little extra change.
Sure.
Okay?
That
And so-
passive income.
Uh-huh. He ain't got to do nothing. Just run it and run that money. And he has a wall that has the Italian
You know
Walk
what he
of
should
Fame.
do?
And then there's a Black Walk of Fame on the other wall.
Famous people that have been in his movies.
Oh, there you go. Just
Boom.
Spike Lee Wall of Fame. Just his homies. Have them sign shit.
Absolutely.
I
You'd
like
have
this.
everybody in there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Think about it, Spike. Think about it. Think
Spike, don't do it. I'm
Think
gonna
about
do
it.
it.
Let's,
I'm gonna have some famous people in my movies.
Let's go.
I'm already started.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna see about this. I'm gonna open up a pizza shop or, taco shop. Taco shop sounds more accurate. I have famous people that have worked in my movies.
And I'm the first one.
I like this game.
I'm the first one on the wall.
Let's go.
Okay.
My sister.
What else we got?
Can we talk about Mother Sister?
Oh yes, we can.
Absolutely, we can. Mother Sister, played by Miss Ruby Dee.
Ruby Dee.
Oh my goodness, this woman is an artist in the truest form. In this movie, in her personal life, like you see her in this, and she just shouts artist. You know what I mean? There's something poetic about her representation.
How'd she get the name? I love it.
I don't know. Like that's the thing. She's your mother and your sister. She's a little tender-headed, but
My mom said that black women can't be tender-headed. It's not, I know it's
Mother
not,
sister begs to differ because she tells
She does tell
Jade,
her.
she's like, I'm a little tender-headed, have been since I was a child.
I haven't been since
She's
I
like,
was
don't worry
a
about it,
child.
mother sister. Me too. I'm sorry. It's just this comb.
I'm used to being this hair being pulled and torn. So I love her.
Shut up. I can't. It hurts her.
Oh,
Talk back to me.
say we gonna be on a whole other fucking.
We did that movie, didn't we?
We sure did.
Yes, we did. But Ruby Dee plays Mother Sister. Fantastic actress. Been doing this forever. Forever,
I
ever.
know. She's in one of my favorite old timey movies,
Mhm.
A Raisin in the Sun, bitch.
Ah, with Mr. Portier.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Absolutely.
Willie. All the fucking
Mhm.
way.
She is Oscar nominated
Mm-hmm.
for American Gangster, where she plays Mama Lucas.
She does.
She
I
is
mean,
the second oldest Oscar nominee of all time. She was 85 years old.
who's the first? Like Betty White or
And
something?
it was not Betty White.
I don't know. She's like
I don't
my
remember the
staple.
name of the woman, but
She was out.
she didn't win.
Okay,
But she
okay.
did do 4 movies with Mr. Portier.
I mean, I would have hitched my wagon to him as soon as I could, because she was beautiful. I mean,
Absolutely.
even in this movie, she's
Stunning.
beautiful. But in her younger days, she was gorgeous.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, she was light skinned.
Mhm.
She's very, very elegant. She's not aggressive when it comes to that type of movie, and like black women, black people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like she graduated and she learns like French and Italian. Like this woman can
Yes,
speak
she did.
fluent languages. Like she's a G. Straight up.
Well, it's also just her, I don't want to say her aura, but the way she presents herself. When I say she's an artist, that's the part that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the way that she brings herself to people.
I mean,
No.
she is so amazing. Her voice is so sweet. I love
Yeah.
when she's like, he's mad at her, and he just wants. He's like, "You gonna be nice to me, lady, one day. All right, we might be dead, but you gonna be nice to me." Like,
Yeah.
just seeing them together always makes me like super happy.
I know. And you know what? She did 4 movies with Portier. You know who she did more with?
Ozzy,
Ozzy.
her husband.
Her husband, 57 years with Mr. Ozzy Davis. She did 9 movies with him.
She did do 9 movies with him
Mhm.
between the years of 1950 and 1994. And I mean, there's a bunch of them on there, but the ones that I remember them the most are is Roots in 1979, Jungle Fever in 1991, obviously Do the Right Thing, and The Stand in 1994. Have you seen that?
I have not seen The Stand.
It's a TV movie, and it's based off of the Stephen King book, The Stand, which I've also read. It's a great, it's great. And there's a newer one that they had out a couple years ago that has like Whoopi, who
Okay.
plays Ruby Dee's role.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. She plays the role that Ruby Dee, which is like the oldest woman on earth. She's like old as fuck. Yeah, she's this old black lady that like.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the oldest woman in the world right now is an old black lady.
Who is it?
Like 120 years old or
What
some
the
shit.
fuck?
Dude, we're living long. I'm telling you.
Black don't crack. She still looks 35. Like, look at that
No, she's up there.
shit. You're like, she looks 85, but you know, good 85.
She looks a solid 95. She's gummy.
I mean, that's still
But
good for
she's
125.
120.
Wow.
That being said, we've talked about Mr. Davis before. He plays the mayor in this one.
We talked about it before.
Yeah.
In
Grumpy old man.
Oh, the first one.
He
Duh.
plays Chuck.
He does play Chuck.
Looks like Chucky's gonna bury his boner.
Bury his eyes in salami.
Looks like Chucky's gonna take the skin boat to Tuna Town.
Tuna Town. I read an interview about them first meeting, like how they became. They were both living in New York. They ended up being part of in a play, and they met in the mid to late 40s.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Because they were married in 48.
And so they were like, oh yeah, you're cool. And they were just friends. And then they got hired on another show together. And this one was like traveling the country. And they became friends. And then there was a movie, I believe with Sidney Poitier, that was going to be made by like a black producer. And she had a chance to be in it. And she was like, I got to go. I can't finish this tour. I'm out of here. You should come with me. He's like, nah, pretty much I'm doing this to save money. And, I'm going to finish the tour out, but you go have fun.
Okay.
And so once he was done, he came back to New York, and he said that she was waiting for him at the train station. He's like, what the fuck you doing here, girl? And she's like, look, we made this movie, but they're holding it, and they won't let us release it. We got to, pay all this money or whatever. And she's like, I need some money. And he's like, well, how much money do you need? She's like, how much you got? And he was like $3,000. And she's like, yep, that's what I need. So she talked him out of
$3,000. Hell no.
So all the money he made on that fucking tour, he gave it to her. And she came back months later and was like, so I know I'm supposed to be giving you your money, but once we paid for it to be released, we got it. And as soon as we left, the sheriff was out and they took custody of it and held it again. So we need more money to get it out. We tried to raise money and we couldn't get it. And I can't really pay you back right now. And so he says, they came to an agreement. And they got married, and he said that she can leave whenever she produces that $3,000. And she has never produced that $3,000, so she's still there. He said, I married her for the money. I didn't marry her for the love.
Oh, hell no. Ozzy, you're cold, man.
I heard that story, and I was like, that's hilarious, man. He's like, I'm still waiting on that $3,000. She hasn't come back with that.
Oh my God. And sadly, he passed in 2005. So he never seen that $3,000.
He got more than $3,000.
He got more than $3,000.
He got an Oscar nominated bad bitch.
For 57 years.
Yeah, forever. Through their ups and downs. They're so cute.
They're really cute.
And I've always known that they were married. Always.
I learned that on this project.
Doing it today? For this week? This movie?
In the past week, I learned that they were husband and wife.
Oh!
I don't know everything.
I know. But I don't know. They're just I don't know.
I mean,
I was
you could
little.
see the chemistry between them, which suggests.
I remember being little and watching this movie.
Why you always mean as a mayor? He didn't do nothing wrong. He reminds me of my ex-husband.
And my tenant.
And my tenant.
She fucking hates him. I just remember as a kid, my parents being like, they're really married. And I'd be like, what? But they hate each other. No. And so.
I wonder if I got to see their other movies. I want to see how they play off of each other in other movies. If they always hate each other. That'd be funny. They're always husband and wife, but they always hate each other.
They do kind of. And I'm going to have to watch all of them. I haven't seen all of them.
Do a deep dive.
A deep dive.
They won a Grammy together.
For what?
For Best Spoken Word Album in 2007. after he passed.
Oh, what was it?
It was called In This Life Together with Ozzy and Ruby.
Oh, is it their like biography?
It was a spoken word album.
So it's like poems.
Yeah.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That just reminds me of. I thought you kept saying, Effie, wait your turn. You gotta be able to wait your turn. And Dr. Martin Luther King got a #1 record. Can he even sing? That's what I always think of. That's such a good scene.
You gonna make me spit out my do the right thing over here.
Oh!
About
Spit
to do
takes.
the wrong thing.
You about to do the absolutely
No
wrong
spit
thing.
takes.
No spit take. We will definitely talk about them again.
Of course,
I
absolutely.
would
He's
love-
in one of my favorite boxing movies, Gladiator,
Okay.
with Brian Dennehy and Cuba Gooding Jr.
And she is in A Raisin in the Sun, which is one of my favorite.
Mm.
So the next time we do some old school movies, I definitely want to throw that in
Yeah.
the mix.
All right, let's speed through these actors because we got a lot of them still. Let's talk about Mr. Richard Edson, the younger brother, plays
Yeah,
Vito.
Vito.
You
Corleone.
recognize him?
Yes.
What do
Wait.
you recognize him from?
Wait. I don't know. His face is very familiar.
The man is 131 credits to his name.
131 credits.
He's what you might call a journeyman actor.
Oh, that's what I was waiting for.
First time I seen him, I was like, "Oh shit, Ferris Bueller's Day Off."
Yeah.
He's in the parking
Car,
garage.
with the car.
Hi, you speak English? What country do you think this is?
That's true. He's part of the dudes with the car.
He's in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's in Howard the Duck. He's in Desperately Seeking Susan.
Yeah.
He's in Good Morning Vietnam.
Okay.
And one of my favorite movies that he's been in, Super Mario Brothers. Don't
Get the
hate.
fuck out of here.
I'm serious.
Get the fuck.
He's one of the cousins.
No, I know. I'm laughing that that's one of your favorite movies of all time.
Well, what are the ones that he's in?
Oh, okay. I was like, bitch.
I love that shit.
I'm not saying I don't love it.
You got Bob Costas and John Leguizamo. I'm in.
I need to watch it again. I
Hey
need to
Mario, look, I grew an inch.
I need to watch it again. It's been quite some time.
I'll watch that shit over the new one coming out any day.
I don't want to see the new one.
Any day.
I don't give a shit.
I do want to go on the ride though.
I do want to go to the ride.
Dude,
I'll go on any ride. You know me.
shit. Mario Kart in real life? Let's go.
Where is this at? Is this going to be at Universal?
Universal.
Yes.
You remember that text I sent you
Oh, that's right.
with the casting director?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at Universal.
Okay.
We could have done it for free. We just had to record a
It's
audition.
me, Mario.
Okay. But I just wanted to, give him shine a little light on Mr. Richard Edson because he's a hell of an actor.
I think
he's been
that
doing it
sucks.
for years. He's great. I hate that he is.
This character.
Yes,
You know,
he's not a bad person.
Vito is down. He's down.
He
That's
takes
what-
after his father.
He is. He
But
likes
he's
the
the younger
community.
brother.
He, knows the people.
Mhm.
He sees what Mookie does and he appreciates him and likes him
Yeah.
and always has his back.
He straight up says, "Mookie listens to me. You don't."
You don't.
You know?
Yeah.
His older brother is being abusive,
Yeah.
even to his younger brother.
Okay, can you just tell me, maybe it's just me because I'm just me, but did their wrestling, fighting scene in the back feel some sort of sexual?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, that shit was weird.
Okay.
There was some sexuality to it.
Okay.
It's probably repressed sexual anger from the older brother.
Okay, we watch these movies all the time, but when you watch it for the podcast and we're actually looking at things and analyzing things, you look at these movies a lot different than
Absolutely.
I feel like I normally do, and I feel like that scene always made me feel uncomfortable, but breezed by me. But watching it
Nah,
this
the
week,
way that
it
John Turturro
feels-
played that character, he's closet gay.
it definitely feel. I mean, I felt like he has definitely,
Which could be why he's so
sexually
angry.
assaulted his brother in the past when
Absolutely.
they were kids.
Absolutely.
That's what it gave me. It
Mhm.
gave me that he has wrestled his brother to the ground and has fondled him in some sort of way,
Yeah.
inappropriately.
No, I'll agree
But
with that.
also, I mean, not that being gay and that goes hand in hand, but you might be right about why he is so angry is because he can't be, if he
Himself.
is gay, he can't be himself.
Yeah.
But it definitely had some sexual tension in
There's
there. It was so weird.
definitely some sexual tension
So weird.
in there.
I was like, am I the only
like
one
it's
feeling
the
this?
same sexual tension that you see in Van Wilder
Mm.
between pre-med Dick and his buddy.
Yeah, it's very. It felt weird,
It,
but
it did. You're not wrong. You know, I noticed it too. And I'm like,
I truly appreciate
Okay.
that you didn't.
No,
be like,
I saw
"Bitch,
it
I
too.
have no clue what you're talking about.
I absolutely saw it too.
But instantly, I felt like he has done this and has sexually assaulted his brother before, and that's why his
Mhm.
brother is so submissive to his abuse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spike, is that what happened?
Could be.
Did we crack the code?
Hey, shit happens all the time. All the time. Within families, outside of families, with visiting relatives, with visiting friends. Like, shit is rough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, for young boys and young girls.
Yeah, didn't like the closet wrestling fighting.
Mm-mm.
It made me very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. That being said, we're going to get to Mr. Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito.
Wow, you gonna do the whole ass
A
name.
whole government name. AKA Bugging Out.
Bugging out.
Yo!
ass. How come they ain't no brothers on this wall? Can I give you a fun fact? It's like the funniest one to me.
The correct term is excuse me.
I ain't gonna step on his kicks. You know, he was so mad. He was sitting there brushing it off.
Dude, he was mad.
He's like, man, those are
He's a
fucked
hothead.
up."
This
He
dude
is.
is a hothead. He says it himself. Yeah, I'm a troublemaker.
Yeah, he is a troublemaker,
You know?
a shit kicker.
Absolutely. Give me that fun fact.
Okay, he is black
Okay.
and Italian.
Is he really?
He is.
And his last name is Esposito?
Yeah,
Okay. You just gotta say Esposito.
yeah, because his dad's Italian. Yeah, and his mom is black, and so it's funny.
And he
for
plays Hispanic every now and then.
He does. Feeds fucking Gus until the day I die.
Dude. Like,
Gus,
if y'all
man.
don't know who Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito is, go watch a little known TV show I like to call Breaking Bad.
Yes, it is.
Shit.
His character is one of my favorites through the entire series.
Go watch another show on Netflix called The Get Down.
He also is my favorite in that
Shit.
series. Like,
Dude,
Yeah.
he's bad.
he is so blessed to be able to play a range of different types.
Absolutely. He's
of
been
cultures.
in everything.
Yes.
You see him, you know him, you love him immediately.
He's Gus, bitch. He's Gus.
Yeah, that's one of his biggest roles for sure.
He Gus.
But
I knew him
the
before.
boy's
Obviously, I knew
bad.
him as Bugging Out, but once that show hit, it was done.
mhm. And you hardly recognize him as Bugging Out versus Gus because it's been so many years, and he's got a proper like older gentleman's haircut in Breaking Bad.
I feel like because I grew up constantly. I mean, like he's in School Days too. Like,
yeah, he's in School Days.
He has movies
Yeah,
like almost every year. I feel like he has.
he
like,
plays the
movies.
military dad in Revolution.
Yeah. So like I feel like I watched him get older. So when he showed up as Gus,
Okay.
when he showed up as Gus, I remember thinking, "What the fuck is he?"
I'm glad you told me because I always thought that he was New Eurekan.
Now that he's black and Italian, man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Or he could have been Dominican. I don't know. But
Yeah.
black and Italian it is.
It is
What we know is that he's bad.
bad
My boy's
motherfucker.
bad. Fantastic actor.
Love him
Especially how fast he speaks
in this movie.
in this movie.
Yeah.
Like you can tell from a very young age. He's got to be what, like 23, 24 max in this movie. And he's speaking very fast, and everything that he says has a purpose. He's taking those turns when he is speaking about something, which is very difficult to do as an actor.
Killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Loving
When
it.
he's yelling at homeboy with the Larry Bird shirt on. You know what I mean?
He's like, why don't you go back to Ohio or whatever?
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
Michigan. I was born in Brooklyn. Ah, shit. Who told you to buy a brownstone on my block?
In my neighborhood, on my side of the street. He's like, bitch, you don't own nothing. I mean,
Shit. How much those Jordans cost you? $100. $108 with tax.
ooh,
Shit.
I think it was like $150 actually.
No,
I
it's
listened,
108.
was it?
108.
Well, whatever the price was.
150 with tax is he got game.
Okay. Why you always tell me how much shit costs, Mike? What
I'm a
the fuck?
troublemaker.
I'm a troublemaker. So I got a fun fact for you.
Throw it
Unless
at
you
me.
have more about.
No.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to move on
All right.
to a man we've talked about a couple of times. Times.
Do you know who Spike Lee had in mind for Pino?
No. Who?
Matt Dillon.
Really?
And I kind of see it. I love
can
him.
see it.
This is like a couple years after Outsiders.
Okay.
So to picture like what he would look like. I personally don't think I want to see him being racist. I like Matt Dillon.
I like Matt Dillon. I mean, I like John Turturro.
I like John Turturro too. That's fucking Jesus, man. We talked about this Jesus. He
Yes,
was
it
just
is.
as bald. Go check our very first episode.
1, motherfuckers.
Episode 1. We talked about him in there.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers.
But go fix you a White Russian and watch episode 1.
I'm gonna redo the White Russian. Please don't judge me on my first drink. I've gotten so much better.
We didn't even record that one on video. You're fine. They can
Oh, that's true, that's
it's only audio.
It's only audio. You don't get to taste it.
We've upgraded since.
Yeah. Which I think that would be. Also, another person who was up for a role was.
You got me. Reel me in.
Oh my God. James Earl Jones was up for the mayor.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
He was up for Mookie. Like some rando, right? I thought that was great.
I don't know. I could see David Townsend maybe.
Maybe.
but-
I don't know.
James Earl Jones as the mayor.
As
I
the
could
mayor.
see that. I love that it's Aussie though.
Me too.
You know. Was anybody up for Radio Raheem? Because that's the next person I want to talk about.
I think that's who he was up for. Wesley Snipes.
Really?
I don't know who else he would be.
Nah, because Radio Raheem is big.
But that's just because of, I don't know if that has to be a factor in his character.
I think it is because of the presence that he brings and why he's never turning off his radio.
Well,
He's an intimidating figure.
I don't know. It said Wesley Snipes was up for a role, but he turned it down to do Major League.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
I love that movie.
When I saw
love
that fact,
movie.
I was like, oh, Jason would be like, well, I'm glad you did Major League.
Willie Mays Hayes here. How you doing?
I did.
How you doing?
He shook everybody's fucking
Don't
hand.
you go nowhere?
So,
I
like,
plan to put on a hitting display.
I don't know exactly what part he was going up for, but
Okay.
that's kind of what I would.
He's going up for C.
I don't. I mean,
I'm kidding. You know who plays C?
yeah,
Martin Lawrence.
yeah. This was his first feature debut,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, he would need. I couldn't see him do that either. I don't
Sure.
know.
We're
I
not
don't
going
know.
to talk about Martin on this because, it's Martin, and go see our life episode. You want to know about Martin Lawrence.
How y'all feel? Martin Lawrence.
I was watching some shit earlier today, though, about Martin.
You so crazy.
About the show, and they were talking to Casey and JoJo.
Oh my God, is this the Lionel Hill show or whatever?
No. When Jodeci came on the show,
that was Jodeci.
they didn't tell him what was going on. They didn't tell them what was going on. And Martin basically just came out and started singing, talking about, I'm the 5th member of Jodeci.
Oh, so Jodeci thought they were just supposed to just sing.
Yeah.
And
They
then
didn't
he-
realize they were part of a sketch.
But they played it off really well because they like sing with them.
Yeah,
like-
but if you notice, Casey's about to get in a fight with him.
yeah, I thought that was the
No.
whole thing.
They didn't know shit.
And that's like literally them going to Hollywood is like one of my favorite episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a two-parter. Love it.
But that being said, Bill Nunn. We've talked about him before. We'll talk about him again. He plays Radio Raheem. We talked about him in New Jack City.
There we
He
go.
plays Dada Man in New Jack City.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. He plays Eddie in Sister Act.
Oh,
the
yes, he
detective.
He saves her,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? He's the train conductor in Money Train.
Oh, shit. So we talked briefly about him. That's right.
Absolutely.
At the end. Yep.
He plays Uncle Bubba in He Got Game.
Shit, we have
We
talked
talked about him. He's my dude.
I forget every time. Well, that's like 2 Spike Lee joints.
Yeah.
2 Spike Lee joints, a Wesley Snipes joint.
Train is coming down.
What was the what was the first one?
Sister Act.
And a Whoopi joint.
That's
Okay.
right. Arrest his ass.
That's right.
That motherfucker
That's
tried to
right.
kill us.
I love it. Okay.
Dude, Bill Nunn is bad. We love him. And he plays a very difficult role in this movie.
He doesn't have many words, many
No.
lines in this movie, but the ones he do have are
Powerful.
powerful
Each time.
or they make me angry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him yelling at the store clerks about the fucking batteries drives me nuts. I want to punch him in the fucking face. Be kind to these people.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are going nowhere.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for them at the end when they're like, everyone starts turning to his
Everybody
store.
turns on the Korean market.
He's like, dude,
Yeah.
I'm black. He's like, you not black. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, we the same motherfucker. Like, we out here trying.
Exactly.
Yeah, fuck that
And
white
like,
man.
he doesn't have the literacy to express what he's trying to say, but you get what he's trying to say. You know, the point that he's trying to make is I'm in the same fucking boat as you guys are. I'm broke as shit. I opened up a business in this neighborhood because I can't afford to open up a business anywhere else.
Yep.
Like, I'm struggling just like you are.
And
I got nothing against anybody.
I
don't
got a
give
wife
fuck
and a baby.
what color you are. I'm just trying to run a business and support my family.
The best thing is he's like, I got a loan for this business.
Yeah.
But other than that,
And
bitch,
he's
I'm out
chasing
here.
after the cops like everybody else.
Yep.
Like he's one of the last ones that like is pounding on
He
the
was.
trunk of the car.
He was shocked. He was up. You see him in the back. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy's
Absolutely.
a dick, and he like yells at me and my wife about batteries, but he don't deserve to be choked out.
No. And I'll tell you something. The actor that plays that part, what's his name? Steve Park, has been working ever since. He's been
Shit,
working.
like now.
He's a handsome dude. Asian Bachelor.
I do feel like I've seen him.
Yeah. He's been in 78 different movies.
Fargo, yeah.
Absolutely. Doing his
Falling
thing.
down,
I
yeah.
love that movie. What's wrong with the road? I don't know. There's, they're doing stuff. Come on, what's wrong? There's nothing wrong with the road.
Such
Huh?
a-
Pulls out the gun. What's wrong with the fucking road? There's nothing wrong with the road, sir. I don't know. I just lay out the cones.
Yeah, why you asking
See,
all
that's
these?
all you had to say.
He was having a very bad day.
He's having a very,
Very bad day. You think your day sucks? Watch that movie. Okay.
Yeah, but that, goes to show you, chances are Steve Park probably speaks as eloquently as I do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But he had to start somewhere.
So would you say that he is a journeyman actor?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Steve
Absolutely
Park
fucking losing.
killing it.
Can I give you a fun fact about their scene?
Mm.
Okay, so
The
the battery
liquor
scene.
store.
So
D,
when-
motherfucker, D.
So when Radio Raheem goes into the store and he asks for the batteries, he asks him what the fucking date is on the batteries,
Uh-huh.
and the guy says that it's March.
The March.
He's like, "What matcha? What's the matcha? Oh, March
91.
91." Well,
Mm.
in March of 91, do you know what happened?
Jordan faced the Lakers
Probably.
in the NBA Finals.
Well, you know what else happened?
Huh.
New Jack City came out.
Oh, shit.
And who the fuck was in New Jack City?
Da-da-da man. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Bill Nunn.
Yes. And so I think that is hilarious that it kind of He didn't know where the fuck he's gonna be in.
I like you, man. Just give me the D batteries.
Just give
20 of them.
20 of these heavy ass non like disposable batteries.
Dude, 20 batteries for that thing. How expensive were them batteries?
I mean,
Shit. I remember batteries being expensive as shit, especially D batteries.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like he does that every other day.
Every other day.
Yeah, because he walks around for 8 hours fighting the power through the neighborhood.
Fighting the power.
Then he probably goes home. I don't know if there's a plug-in for it back then.
You can't charge those batteries. There's no rechargeable
No, but not
batteries
even
back
like
then.
a recharge. Can I just plug it into the wall and not use battery?
Oh yeah, you could do it. That don't mean it's to be done.
He should. When he got home, he took the batteries out and he just plugs it in the wall.
Sure.
And plays "Fight the Power" on repeat
Probably.
on his
Yeah.
single. You remember Singles?
Yeah, because this thing is probably from 1989 and it's got a power plug. But
Is this vintage?
yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
Straight up from 1.989.
Don't you
So it's
start.
got the plug,
Yeah.
but it's got the battery option. And that's what those ghetto blasters had back then. They had the battery option, they had the cord, but you rolled up the cord and you stuck it in the little compartment, closed it up, and then you walked around with the portable radio.
Well, I think
Like
that
LL Cool J.
I'm gonna buy you some love-hate rings, knuckle
Oh,
rings,
shit.
and you be Radio Raheem. Walk around with this for fucking Halloween.
I'd rather be LL Cool J.
And I'll walk behind
My
you.
radio, believe me, I like it loud.
I'll walk behind you doing some Rosie Perez dance.
Do it. Do it.
What do you think? I think and we'll just I don't know, Smashy, what can you be? I want you to be bugging out. We'll
Oh
get
my
nice
God.
little
Get a little
laptop.
diamond
Yeah.
going on in the side
You
of
need
her
to
head.
go yell at the dude who fucked your ass. You need to go find the barber who
We're
fucked your
boycotting Sal's Famous Pizza.
Yeah.
Shit.
You need to boycott that barber. So funny.
Okay, we got a couple people we still got to talk about. One of them being Joy Lee. She plays Jade,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Spike Lee's real life
Real-ass
sister.
sister.
Which makes a whole lot of sense because
They look identical, bitch. You don't see it?
one, they look identical, but two, their relationship. Only your real brother's gonna lay on top of you and be a little asshole first thing in the morning. They played that off way too well to not be real life brother and sister.
I mean,
Wake up, motherfucker.
if anybody in our brother and sister that would do that is me, I would be the Spike to fucking wake your ass up.
True.
They are very. You can feel their fun.
But if I did that to you, it would be the same scene played out with
it
different
would,
words.
because I wouldn't be happy at all.
No. Especially in the middle of hot ass summer.
Get your body off me.
Because there's no
Ugh.
AC. We got AC, but we don't have central AC in this house. It's an old house.
Oh,
And so it's hot.
sometimes. This past summer, definitely, bitch. We had to turn all the fans off.
No, I didn't even make the physical connection. I just saw that she had been in 6 of his movies. I was like, shit. She's been. Oh, it's his sister. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
she's the me to you.
Mm-hmm.
I better be in at least 6.
I
7. I need to beat her.
got. There you go.
But yeah, I think she does a great job.
She does a fantastic job.
Their
She's the
chemistry-
moral compass of the movie.
She is her. I like her flirting with Sal a little bit.
It's very sweet. It's very endearing.
She's like, I'm
The way that he's talking to her.
yeah,
you
because
know.
she ain't like these other fucking hooligans coming in here.
Not at all.
Yeah, she a classy bitch.
She is. Yeah, I like her very much.
He tried to dip into her chocolate, man.
He definitely was.
That's why Mookie was like, look, bruh.
She may not see it, but he saw it.
I definitely saw it.
I saw it.
And if I was
No,
her,
I'm gonna
I
make
would
you
have saw
something
it.
special.
I think she saw
Don't
it.
you worry about it. You know damn well he didn't charge her.
He didn't. I think she saw it, but she just don't want to admit it because she
Yeah.
don't want Mookie to be mad.
Yeah, you're not gonna fuck up my free food.
She trying to get her free soda and her free food, slice of pizza on from
Mhm.
some pervy old man who wants to get in her pants.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't hurting nothing. Plus, you my brother. You right here. I ain't worried. You right here.
Yeah. Dude, times are rough. Don't fuck up my
I get free pizza every
gravy
day.
train. Shit.
Yep.
It's 1989.
With her cute little hat.
She's
sun
really
hat.
cute.
Aw,
She's really
I love
cute.
her.
She's still working, doing her thing. She
Is
just
she-
did a guest spot on Harlem with super fine, always classy Miss Megan Good.
Okay.
My goodness.
Okay.
Can we do another Megan Good movie?
We did one?
I don't care. Any of them.
No, we've already done one?
Roll Bounce.
We haven't done Romance.
We haven't done Roll Bounce?
But I would do Ease by You. I like that one.
Oh, no.
Samuel Jackson.
All right.
She's like a little girl in it.
Okay.
I'm down. Okay. You've never seen it?
No, I don't think so.
I think you'd really like it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway.
We're doing Biker Boys.
I like Biker Boys.
I like Biker Boys. I'm
We
not
were
gonna
just
lie.
talking about last week, Biker Boys. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, the last person on my list, Roger Smith. I don't know how to pronounce his last name or his middle name right now because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little fucked up.
Okay. Roger.
Janvier.
Ooh, that was actually pretty good.
Roger Janvier Smith, aka Smiley. And before anybody hates on him for playing a man on the spectrum, this is 1989, and there was no typecasting. Like, you know, you could play this and win an Oscar, honestly. Shit. What's his name, did? Sean Penn.
That was what I was saying.
I
You're
was-
talking about I Am Sam. Okay. This character was not meant to even be in this fucking movie. Did you know that?
No shit?
Smiley is not even wasn't in the original script. Roger just kind of came up and was like, I want to be in your movie, dog.
No shit.
And, he's been working.
So
at
he
this
was a
time.
pest, and then he's a pest in the movie.
Yeah. And so
Because he's constantly hitting up Mookie's character. Smiley, not now. I told you, after work when I get paid.
Yeah. You can see, I do like, I mean, it's not the nicest, but I do like when he's like walking off with Vito or where Vino, and he's like, get out of here, Smiley, like go. Like, and Smiley's just like, oh, okay. And like
Yeah.
walks off. Like I love it. Like
He knows the difference. He may be autistic, but he knows the difference between when he's crossed the line and when somebody else crosses the line. You know,
Yeah,
he
'cause
knows
he was
that
in there-
Mookie's got love for him.
He does,
He
and he's
knows
gonna
that
give
he's
him
just
$2.
like pressing him too hard versus Vito, who is straight up being an asshole, and that's why his response is "fuck you." You know,
it is sweet where he's just like, the other one, he's like, how about this one? He's like, no, the other one, Smiley. The other one, it's all the same picture, just with like a little different little borders.
designs
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, that one. That one tonight. I'll buy it. How much? $2. Okay. Come after I get paid.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that's cool that
And
his character wasn't meant to be in this film. And he did kind of bug his way in, but
Absolutely. And he's got one of the most symbolic scenes in
At
the
the
whole
end,
movie.
yeah, at the end,
like
I love
he
it.
straight up puts
he's
two
like, we did it.
prominent black people on the wall.
We did it.
Absolutely.
He-
And the smile that he gives with the flames
Yeah.
burning behind him. Oh my God.
And just think that all of that was written and added like on set.
Mm-hmm.
All of his extra, I feel like they kind of had him around and was like, oh, we'll just throw Smiley in the back of the scene, have him walk through real quick. It
Dude,
gave
he's
it-
Tom Cruise in Taps.
he gave, us a way to look at like Pino and see that he's a dick. A way to look at Mookie and see that like he does care for these people, but like sometimes not right now,
Mm-hmm.
It shows that like even though the whole city, the whole neighborhood like kind of looks out for him or like don't give a shit about him, when the shit hit the fan and everybody was fighting in that pizzeria.
Mm-hmm.
Smiley was in there getting it in.
Absolutely, he was
in there.
with his little marker.
He was getting it in. He was trying his best. You couldn't say he wasn't there to help him out.
And that's a testament to how good of an actor he was destined to be.
He's a great.
You know, he was fighting tooth and nail for this role. And the contrast is when he's in his other Spike Lee movie, He Got Game. He's smooth talking. He's confident, big time. Fucking got his money. Got his shit. He don't need nothing from nobody. And he's fucking clean.
He was cool. He is a very cool character. Yeah, slick.
Running his neighborhood.
And I mean, I feel like Spike was like, look, just hold on. I'm going to give you a real good role. Right? Just wait about like 6-7 years from now.
I got you.
I got you. I got you.
But as an actor, if you got one of those directors and then you're working on this filmmaker over here and you're working on this filmmaker over here, every year you might have somebody who's got you.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But you got to be your own business as an actor nowadays.
It's not even just getting the work, it's the quality of the work.
Absolutely. And he put in damn good quality in this movie. I don't know if he's been in other stuff before this, but he did a damn good job in this one. And then in American Gangster, he plays Nate, and it's similar to Big Time, just he's not as high up the totem pole, you might say.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's Denzel's cousin who's
trying to help
posted up in Saigon. You know,
he's the one who gives them the
You want to
idea.
go in the jungle. I don't want to go in the jungle. I want to go where they get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you talking about snakes. You talking about tigers. You talking about mosquitoes. Fucking kill your ass. So what? You want to go in the jungle. I'm in the jungle. We eating the roaches and shit.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Let's go.
All I ever think of is, blop that shit since I pack.
But that's not him. That's not Roger.
I know it's not. But just anytime that movie comes into my mind, that's the line. That's the first line.
Yeah.
That's it.
When I think of
that in Idris Elba's whole ass
scene. When he's looking for his light, comes over, cleans off the table, puts a coaster underneath the drink. That's very good. What you gonna do, Frank?
Take him out to the straight.
Go give me a light while you at it. Fucker. When I think of Roger in that movie, though, I think of how he gets strong-armed by his cousin, Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, you're my cousin. I love you. But if that shipment don't arrive for any reason, I ain't got time to go to nobody's funeral. You understand me?
Yeah. You're dead where you stand, man.
I'll let you know when it's in the air.
Yeah.
All right.
You just let them know.
Dude.
We ain't family right now. Do it right or pay the price.
Shit.
Yeah.
This is business right here.
That's a thug movie.
Don't fuck with my shit. Frank fucking Lucas, man. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm out. It's a long episode. A good ass drink.
I knew it was gonna
I did the right thing. And we talked about all these actors.
We did. I need some ice in this. My.
Let me get some ice too. This shit is warm.
What's the?
I got you. Watch this.
Oh yes, he did. Yeah. Once the popsicle melts, you better chug this thing down. Word to the wise. Okay, I got one fun fact left. I'm pretty sure.
All right, lay it on me.
We killed him. Oh, I knew this was gonna be a long one. This cast is just
it's a giant cast.
As soon as I picked it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a fucking 3-hour ass."
A 3-hour podcast.
A 3-hour podcast. Okay, so Spike Lee. Just making this movie was like hard.
Sure.
So when he made this movie,
he's a young man at this time. What is he, like 25 maybe?
Yeah.
26.
When he made this movie and he gave him the finished product, the studio was like, I like it, but like maybe you should like change the ending to where at the end, Mookie and Sal, he asks for the money and they reconcile and they hug so that like we go off with like a.
Go fuck yourself.
That's what Spike said. He said, "This is no Steven Spielberg happy ending ass like fucking shit. This ain't what this is supposed to be. Fuck you. I'm not changing it." And one of the studio execs had his back and was like, "No, I see this. Like, I see this. This is good."
Mhm.
And like this guy was already under a lot of pressure because he had, I can't remember now. Like the movie he made produced the year before was so outrageous that he's been having bodyguards because people were like threatening his family and stuff. So
Damn.
when it came to the time to do the right thing, Spike, the studio, of course, thinks that they need to change the date of the movie. You know, not do it during the summertime because they don't want black people out there rioting after they see the movie because we can't control ourselves. You know, we're just animals. So Spike really didn't want to change the date, but he told the exec, like, "Look, I understand you going through a lot right now, and just you fighting for my movie to be made is enough. Like, so we got to push it back a couple months. It's fine, but like, I think it should come out in July." And the producer was like, "Nah, bitch, that's what I said. That's what's going to happen." And so luckily, July 21st, it came out. And it got a lot of criticism, obviously.
Hey, babe, this movie came out on our anniversary, but like 20 years before.
I mean, this movie is so cool that it is what Barack and Michelle went on their first date to see.
No
Let's
shit.
do the right thing.
Wow.
It was either this or Driving Miss Daisy.
Okay.
But Barack Obama says that, you know, they probably wouldn't be together if they saw Driving Miss Daisy.
Nah, I don't think so.
So after the movie came out, several critics said that this movie would invoke anger for black people and cause riots in our black populations. And if this were to happen and blood would run in the streets, then that blood is on Spike's hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
So Spike Lee was like, well, if white people can contain themselves after watching Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and him killing people and all that shit, black people will be fine. Like, you tripping to think that we watch a movie that it angers us so much that we are going to put all of our lives, our hard work, our family in jeopardy because we're following something that a movie said. Like, what do you think we are? I don't know. But Spike definitely put the critics in their place. And, you know, he fought all of them and be like, bitch, you think that dumb of us that we can't even fucking watch a movie and go out of there. Like, I don't leave watching this movie and feel like I need to go burn down some store. I go out of here thinking like, shit has not changed since 89. We need to do something about this.
Mm-hmm.
More people need to see this movie. More people need to care.
Absolutely.
And this movie
you need to still be aware. You need to still protect yourself.
Yeah. And this movie is on so many lists of like 100, 450 movies, whatever you should see before you die. It's on so many lists.
Absolutely.
You should definitely see it before you die. So, Smasher, you could die now because you saw it.
But don't.
But don't. Please don't. But you could.
Yeah.
Don't. Noted. Thank you.
Like the great Frank Lucas said, I ain't got time to go to nobody's funeral.
I ain't got no time. I got Lovers and Friends and Beyonce to go to. We got weddings. And that's it, bitch.
And Zenobia is out. Oh, I almost forgot something. Self-fulfilling about the fact that he's wearing a Jordan jersey.
Oh, I was like, you guys more surprises.
Nah, but you know that when Spike was making Malcolm X, that he ran out of money. And one of his, the studio didn't want to give him no more money.
Okay.
And so he's like, all right, fuck you. I'll raise the money myself. And he started calling people. And he played Jordan by telling Jordan that Magic already donated, and Magic donated so much money.
But Magic didn't donate no money.
No. Magic donated money.
But he said he donated more than he really did.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, because Jordan is hyper competitive. So he's like, oh no, fuck that. You know, Magic donates this much. I gotta donate this much.
He's like, yo, you know, Magic really feels for this. He gave me about 1.5 million. He's like, what? Bitch, I'll give you 2.
Yeah, exactly. And because of that, he got money from these donors, and the next fucking day the studio had his money.
So he had double the money?
No, he had enough to finish the fucking movie. Like the donors helped out, but the fact is that the studio couldn't let people know that they weren't giving money to the movie.
He's like, look,
you know what I mean?
had to go
they were
to
expecting the
all
movie to
the
just
rich black
fizzle out
people.
and not get completed.
He's like, Magic, Jordan, Oprah, went to them all. Was like, give me some money, bitch, so I can tell our story.
Exactly.
And the studio's like, oh shit, we look bad.
Exactly. He made the studio look bad. That's when they put up the money. Motherfuckers.
That's all I got. You could have just pretended like Jordan. I talked to Jordan last night. He's about to give me $2 million.
Jordan gave up the money because he's hyper competitive. You can't have Magic donating more money than him.
You might get me on a trick like that.
Oh my god! All right, you ready to give your? I'm not gonna say it because you gotta say it.
Oh, no, I'm not ready. Hold on. Let me find it first.
Shit. Oh, that is nice now that it's cold again.
Yeah, get that coldness back in it. What the fuck was it called? Oh, okay. No, that's
not it. What?
I'm looking for my.
The people want to know.
The people are going to know once I forgot to save it. Okay.
It's 1:27 in the morning. They're tired.
I worked all fucking day. I'm tired. Okay. So in honor, it's time for Z for the people. Yes, sir. Okay. So in order of our fearless leader of this movie, Spike Lee, we are going to talk about the Gordon Parks Foundation.
Okay.
Do you know who Gordon Parks is?
No, but I heard Major Pain in my head when you talked about that. What about all them little people that do big things?
Okay.
Them little rascals.
So
Spike Lee.
So Gordon Parks.
Okay, go ahead.
That's serious shit.
It
Okay.
is serious. Okay.
Gordon Parks, you should know who he is. You do know his work. He is a famous photographer, filmmaker, writer, producer, all the shits. If you've seen like everyday life, gorgeous portrait of Black life from the 20th century, from like the early 50s to 70s, 80s, then you definitely have seen some of his work. If you've seen Shaft, you've seen his work. He's the director of Shaft.
Okay.
He's one of the first Black producers, and he was a big advocate into bringing the arts to his community and helping Black artists grow and all of their forms. So the Gordon Parks Foundation was founded, I believe, in 2006, and one of their founders is Mr. Spike Lee. And so this foundation is basically made so that artists have a available public space for their exhibits, their books, and their electric media, and support all types of artists and their education. And they have scholarships, and this thing, they have buildings where people can have art exhibits or art galleries, all that shit, just to get people to see their work. They also help to sell their work so that they can funnel the money back into the foundation, into the community, and into the artists' pockets. So I definitely think that you guys should look into this. I also think that you should look into Gordon Parks, himself. He's an amazing artist. His photos are gorgeous, timeless, classics, and he is one of the first out there to be the Tyler Perry. You know, minus having his own studio. He was out there.
He's got his own studio. It's just, you know.
No, I'm talking about Gordon didn't have his own studio.
Oh, I'm saying he's probably got a photography studio rather
yeah.
than a cinematography studio.
Right. So, you know, if you are interested in this, support or donate your time, donate your money, go to GordonParksFoundation.org. Look that shit up. Yeah, that's like one of his pictures.
Oh, wow.
And that's like one of the buildings. It's a pretty cool foundation. I feel like I might have talked about it before. I can't remember. So,
not that I remember.
But I thought that was a very cool.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
And that is Z for the people. Yes, sir.
See, I just close my eyes and I know when you're gonna stop and when you're gonna start.
I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna put a remix in there. I'm gonna fuck all your shit up.
Era.
I'm gonna be like Z for the people. Wah, wah, wah.
Wow.
All right, I'm drunk. Let's do this.
Let's go. Shit. All right, people. We're drunk. That's our episode. We're gonna give you a little sneak peek into next episode. We're coming into March.
We're coming into March.
And what is March?
March is, what do we call it? March My Way?
Something like that.
It's March My Way.
March My Way women. We're going to talk about these prominent women that did things their way.
And we're doing our way. It's our way. Making our dreams come true. We're not doing that.
We're not. I was about to say
that. But I had to do it.
I was thinking of Usher's My Way, but you know.
I know. I went white with it. Huh?
My way.
I do want to say thank you for listening, everybody. Please follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram. I'm posting some good shit out there.
He is. And you'll get a nice video of me making our cocktails.
Absolutely.
If you have any cocktail recipes you want us to try, if you have any movies you want us to talk about, if you just want to tell us about one of your Hollywood close encounters, any of that shit, please email us at lightscameracocktail.
No S.
Get the S out of here.
Get that S out of there.
At gmail.com. Watch us on YouTube. And like and
if you want
subscribe.
to send your headshot and resume for Zenobia, you know, we do look at those. I look at them first. They come through my filter first. But if I think that you qualify, I will pass it along. You know what I mean?
If you make the cut, you might get a response. So yeah. All right. So next week is women marching the women's way.
Yeah, marching my way. Whatever. I can't remember. I'm drunk as shit.
I can't remember.
Now. I'm gonna stumble through this. Hold on. Let me get into character.
Oh.
We'll change this up real quick. All right. You ready? Let's go.
Oh, this might be. What do you think of this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know me. Give me a full ballerina skirt and a hint of saloon, and I'm in.
But do you think it's too much like
the La Croix of July? I thought that, but no, not with the right accessories. It should work.
Okay, where's the belt for this dress? Why is no one ready?
Why is no one
ready? Can't wait for next week.
Dude, if y'all don't know that movie, I recommend that you ask somebody because it's a hell of a movie. And I'm going to dress up next week. Are you going to dress up next week?
Well, I kind of have to. What am I going to look like, a bum sitting next to you looking all fucking
I'm gonna
fly?
Look fly as shit next week. I'm so excited. Oh. All right, y'all. That is our episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Yes. It's been a long one. We had a lot of very fantastic actors and a great
Ugh.
movie to get through. So we appreciate you hanging out with us and getting drunk with us. I hope you make one of these things because it was really damn good.
It was good. It was way simpler than I thought it was gonna be, and I
That
like
rye
it.
whiskey.
How did you feel with it? Like the strawberry? I like the lime better.
I like the lime better. I was gonna say, but I didn't realize that the box that I bought only had 2 lime popsicles in it. Cheap asses. I went to Bonds too.
Spent that good money.
All right, y'all. We're out. We will see you next time on Lights, Camera, Cocktails.
Fight the power.